Rowan came upstairs after they got eliminated, and it was the first thing he noticed. And he was like, what the is this?
Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this?
It's another edition of KFC Radio on the Barstool Sports Network. It's your boy KFC in Feitelberg. We just came from what we have agreed is probably, I think, maybe not even probably, I think decidedly, the most famous guest we've ever had.
I think so. I think it's the only of that main Avenger to be on Barstool Sports.
Yeah, I mean, we've danced around it with Anthony Mackie and
They're
Paul
all
Bettany.
Avengers, sure.
They're in the
but
Avengers.
There's like 4 Avengers.
They're the Avengers, the core 4. It's Robert Downey Jr., it's the Hulk, it's Spider-Man. I guess there's 5, right?
Spider-Man's not one of the original.
No, he's not one of the main ones.
I think it's just Iron Man, Hulk, Thor, and who am I missing?
Captain America.
Captain America.
And it's motherfucking Thor on KFC Radio. It'll be out this Thursday.
Oh, wait, Nick, don't pull up the mentions, but can you just, or somebody, just read me, like, I tweeted this morning, I'm interviewing my biggest celebrity crush, very nervous. No one got it. I have said on this show many times I'm a Chris Hemsworth guy.
Totally. I don't know if I would have guessed it, though.
Really?
I think I would have, first of all, said Taylor Kitsch.
Kitsch is
because like you have other guys,
yeah,
and also within.
But whenever we start really talking,
when
we're talking like not like that's a cool guy, like we're talking like guy I want to be in bed with.
It's Chris Hemsworth.
I'm like,
if we're talking about a guy I want to suck his dick, if you're talking about a guy I put his dick in my mouth or other holes in my body, it's Chris Hemsworth.
Whose warm embrace do I want to be wrapped in? Yeah, it's Chris Hemsworth.
Do I want him to like spoon me afterwards? It's Chris Hemsworth. I think within the realm of KFC Radio, though, people would say Tim Riggins, they would say Timothée Chalamet. Yeah. There are like running jokes throughout our world. If you're talking about like just fucking looks,
just sex.
He's just
use
pure
him like
sex.
A sex monkey.
Let him use me, man. He is gay. Gay.
I love that.
That's so good.
It's were there any other like main guesses? Any guesses that like stuck
First
out?
of all, the funny part was not a single person guessed a female.
Yeah, I mean
John said my celebrity crush is here as a straight man, and not one person said a single female. It's all just dudes.
Hathaway's sexy.
So we heard that Chicks in the Office sent a message to Kelly. I think, maybe being a little territorial, saying, wait, did KFC Radio also get Nina Dobrev? Because she's in the office. I'll find out if that's a surprise or not, if I can say it. But I think they saw that, being the morons that they are, thinking John would say that about a female. Yeah, so they were like, wait a minute.
Sexually attracted to women? Crazy?
That's so gay. So they were like, wait a minute, what? It's like, no, don't worry. But yeah, you guys got Riggins. Got it. I mean, listen, it's crazy that we got Chris Hemsworth. It's out of the realm of possibility that we would get Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yes.
Also, if we're talking about straight looks, he dusts Leo.
Dude, Leo, very talented actor. Leo doesn't get my blood boiling.
Not anymore, at least. Not anymore. Like he has aged appropriately.
I walked into that room with Chris Hemsworth and I almost fainted.
Dude, he is.
Leo, I'd be like, "What's up, El?"
I actually think if we had more time, so we did this like 20-minute interview, like a press junket, which is like quick hitter. So we really don't have too much time to get things rolling. And as much as he probably would rather talk about like the movies and the acting and like his life, I think what is like unequivocally the most interesting thing about him, I know that sounds rude in a way, but it's like how good looking you are is what, not from the point of view of just like, dude, you're so hot. I want to be like, what goes on inside the mind of someone? Like today, we spoke to the best looking man alive. There's about 4 billion men on the planet.
Yeah.
We talked to number 1. Legit. And that Paulina Gretzky guy that we know. The friend of Paulina Gretzky.
Jeremy Cohen?
Jeremy Cohen, who's always actually still like floating around.
Oh, whose name I really know?
That was crazy that he just had that.
Dude, me and Jeremy DM.
Well, that's
like,
what I was going to say.
Talk.
He's always kind of in our world, a little bit commenting and shit. So he is right up there. They actually kind of look, they have similar features.
These
But this
pictures are
guy
crazy.
is number one.
He's so hot in these pictures, and they don't do it justice.
Which is nuts, because usually, you're photoshopped, you got good lighting, all that shit. To then just be like, I'm in a room, and I'm gonna I'm in person, and he's still. The scruff looked like it was painted on. The eyes
The scruff
twinkle.
was crazy.
The scruff's
bro.
great.
The scruff was crazy.
The scruff is great. I don't get
It was amazing.
His scruff, like my scruff is disgusting.
I'm so happy you brought it up.
The
At
scruff.
one point, I got lost in his
The
scruff.
scruff.
It was.
Forget about the eyes. The
I
scruff.
was staring at it. I was like, "What the fuck?"
The
How's that
scruff
even
was painted.
happen?
It looks like it's not real.
It
Like
was-
the eyes are the eyes.
It
You know,
was-
they're amazing. But we've seen big, beautiful blue eyes. Like that's a thing. I've never seen scruff that made me go, that's scruff.
The eyes were like an Icelandic volcano.
They're like
full of water and frozen over. It was just a dormant volcano.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
A dormant Icelandic volcano, exactly. It's like a White Walker, like a peaceful White Walker found like fresh snow
Yeah.
and like put it in his eyeballs along with a sapphire. It's incredible. They make other. I mean, I think we have some nice blue eyes, and like we look
My
like.
eyes are the color of the wall.
Look like somebody took a shit in my eye sockets when I was around him. There's something about not even the blueness. There's something about the way his eyeballs like reflect light. Like he always has like a glimmer. And I was like, we're in the same room under the same lights. How is that happening? But okay, the
God
eyes.
kissed him when he was born.
The hair is great. Obviously, he's just got like great posture, and a great body, all that shit. But the scruff,
The scruff was.
because
the scruff borderline stole the
because
show.
scruff is like for you and me is like we have it to hide our fat faces, or at least I do. And then along with that, I got like a patch of gray, and it grows too low here. Sometimes I forget to trim it when it gets up to the White Sox Dave region. So then it just ends up looking like his scruff looks like Bob Ross, like
Yeah, no,
like
painted is
it
the
on.
like if you were in a museum and
Yeah.
you could get close enough to a
One of those
picture to
really
see
realistic paintings.
where they didn't even use the paintbrush, they used like the fucking mixer and they kind of just slabbed it on like that.
Yep.
It's strong looking. He's got good follicles.
It like fades in color. Like it gets darker around the edges and then lighter. He looks like it's painted like you would see it on an Instagram video. Someone would and they would flip it over at the end, and then it would be Chris Hemsworth and his scruff, and you'd be like, "Holy shit! I can't even tell if this is real life or a painting." He is, but with that, like I know most people would think of that as like shallow or whatever, and it is. We're talking about like looks, and that's materialistic and superficial and shit. But I also I've talked about like wanting to do this with females as well, and it's harder because that comes across as like creepy, you know.
Yeah.
But when you are so good looking, and on some level, whether or not you're gonna admit it, and you won't, you'll say like what Chris said today, like I don't want to give too much away, but when he said "back at you." That was the most patronizing. It took him so long to say it.
Kevin's like, "You're so good looking." And he's like,
Back at you. That's like a girl being like, "You're great, buddy." Like you too, pal. As she pats you on the back.
Hey, you look great today. Your eyes are popping. You got the blue shirt. It was. He's just like, yeah. I don't even know what to say to you.
Back at you. But I would love to know, like, because you can downplay it all you want, and I do know that people have body dysmorphia and all that shit. He even has a series that we talk about on Disney Plus where he talks about his anxiety and his stress, and it's like you would think that Chris Hemsworth has none of that stuff, but he's a normal human too. So I get it that he doesn't like wake up every morning just being like, I'm gonna jerk off to myself. But you know what society deems to be conventionally good looking.
Yeah.
And you know what society deems to be like unconventionally good looking. Like, holy fucking shit. It's the eyes, the jaw, the height, the hair, the chiseled body. And it's like check. And on some level you have to be like, it's almost like being an athlete where it's like you have to acknowledge that you are better than everyone else. Right. So we got to start training. We got to start worrying about what you do in public. We got to get you an agent. We got to, you're gifted.
Yeah.
At some point you have to be like, I'm gonna be famous. Like, I'm so good looking,
Yeah.
Like I saw an interview when I was doing research for this, and somebody said, like, you're Thor, huh? Like, it was like that first one, maybe like the first movie, and he goes like, how'd that happen? And I wanted to be like,
It was.
I woke up in the morning.
We actually didn't
I
mention
showed up
it.
at the audition and said, I'm going to be Thor. And they said, yes, you
It's
fucking
the
are.
most obvious Thor of all. Like,
Of all time.
Anyone else, you're like, oh, I can see him in that role. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, no shit, it's Chris Hemsworth. He's Thor.
It's like he plucked from the fucking comic book pages themselves. He is. And then on top of it, he just seems to be like, what you would think, like a cool Australian dude who, like, he was down to clown. But I really wish if we had more time, because, it would take 10 minutes for me to say, I set it up. I'm not just talking about your good looks. I'm talking about, the psychology around it and what does it feel like, blah, blah, blah. The interview would be over. But I would love to know when, it's like, when I can't go out, I have to be different around like single women or like people that I meet. Like it impacts this and that, the other thing. Cause it probably is like, I just can't even imagine it, every room you walk in, people, oh my God. Or it's all that people bring up, like right away. I was like, the whole gang didn't know what to wear. We how do you dress for Chris? He's probably like, I don't know, just fucking whatever,
He did compliment my outfit. He
did,
say
yeah.
It looked like that took some time.
Yeah.
And
It did. It took about a week.
And
right?
despite you got to,
this outfit took very little, but arriving at this outfit.
I look like I didn't try too hard was very difficult.
Yes, yeah.
But we just talked for 5-10 minutes, whatever we talked about him, and clearly he left an impact on us. I promise you, Chris Hemsworth will never forget us.
Oh, we left way more of an impact on Chris than he did on us. There's a chance that we had a moment that is the most memorable interview moment in Chris Hemsworth history.
I promise you, I did something to Chris Hemsworth that no one's ever done to him, and probably never will again.
It's true.
I'm a unicorn when it comes to interacting with Chris Hemsworth.
Me and John looked at each other. We were all three of us sitting in a triangle that was probably 1 foot by 1 foot by 1 foot, the tiniest little triangle, like knees touching, and I just didn't even look at Hemsworth, and I just locked eyes with John, and it was just a moment of like, it was like I can't believe that just happened, dude. And John replied with his eyes like, I fucking know. What are the chances? And in my head, I was like, that's super crazy, but it's also good because it's going to be, good for business. But holy fucking shit, did that really just happen? I know, man. We said 1,000 words with just this eye lock. That was unbelievable. So that'll be out on Thursday. We'll talk more about some of the actual shit that went on during the interview for next episode, so we don't spoil it too much. But check it off the list as far as, met the best looking dude in the world, had our biggest A-list celebrity on the show, left a very lasting impression on him. It was a big day.
Yeah.
It was a big day.
It was a massive day.
I guess we're also like the entourage people now. Like we showed up with the KFC Radio team, and they were like, "Whoa, you got a lot of people here." And I was like, "Okay, shit. I guess we gotta trim the crowd or something. I don't know. Jackie, go home. Get out of here." I will say it was very funny. Kelly Keegs dolled herself up thinking that Hemsworth was coming to the office, so she did her TikTok. If you follow Kelly on TikTok, at Kelly Keegs, she does her outfits of the day, and I find them to be mesmerizing. I'm always just like I scroll and I stop and I'm just like, I watch the whole thing.
Really?
And I'm like, what's Kelly wearing today?
Dude, I had an idea to do that back in Milton, where I was going to change my Twitter picture every day to just what I was wearing that day. And I think it was Dave was like, that's stupid. And I was like, all right, you're right.
Feitelberg was going to do outfits of the day like 10 years early.
Like 9 years ago.
And Dave.
I was like, every day.
I wish.
A picture of what I don't know for sure it was Dave, but someone was like, it's fucking dumb. I was like, yeah, you're right. You're right.
Bro, it was Dave. I would love to somehow tap
It might have been Keith. So.
It was Dave. I would love to tap into that time period. Like, if we had reality TV tapes of it, of just how many ideas were like shot down, or you never even voiced because Dave was just like, that's stupid.
Which is every business, I'm sure, to be fair, but
totally. But we were in this hyper competitive, masculine, insecure, like, where either it was a good idea and I don't want someone else to do it, so I personally intentionally sabotage them, or like my first reaction is just to say, no, that's stupid because I just don't want anybody doing anything. Like, there was just so much of that going on that like truly the genuine opposite of creativity and brainstorming and fostering, content. It was just like, no, gay, wrong, loser, But anyway, this is all to say that it was they were like, yeah, you brought all these people here. I was like, I don't know. Got a bunch of we rolled deep.
Chris Hemsworth
Got my
KFC
team.
Radio, dude.
Oh, but so what I was gonna say was, so Kelly dressed up thinking for The Office, and Jackie decided to not wear a meat hoodie. Usually she has her Italian sausage and or what is it, sausage and other cured meats? I don't even know.
Yeah.
Meat markets.
Meat markets. Jackie's meat markets. So she comes in all like dolled up, wearing like this white outfit. She still had her disgusting sneakers on, which is an interesting choice to like. I'm gonna really put effort in, except wear my homeless feet.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But
Yeah, what the fuck?
But mine
You guys
are,
are the same.
These are beat up. Yours are just like dirty.
yeah.
There's a
His
difference.
have almost like a like when Tom Ford like sells the sneakers that are already like dirty for some
Well,
reason.
why can't mine be just beat up?
Because
Because they're not. They're just like,
what?
they're just like a little bit dirty.
Beat up. That those are worn. Yours looked like they were clean this morning, and you walked through mud when you
Yeah.
got here. Like
This feels like a
there's
double
like
standard.
dirt.
This feels
on
like
it.
because I'm a girl thing, and you guys.
It's
What?
partly that, for sure.
Oh, this is all because you're a girl and we make fun of you relentlessly.
Bro, pay me more money. Let me get some sneakers.
You could like clean your sneakers though.
Yeah, I know, but I don't know.
Yeah. But since we were like rolled so deep, and it was this press junket where they just like cycle you in, like me and John were the only people in the room, so
All the outfits went to nothing.
yeah. That was your chance, Jackie. He was gonna be like, I'm happily married and have this family, but I met this girl with these
was
fucking
hot
hands
over there. I
and
wasn't
these
out there
feet
next time.
that were just I had to have them. So Hemsworth on KFC Radio this Thursday. We got Joe DeRosa on the show today, who I think is maybe the only man, I think in my mind, if I could be so bold and put myself in the mix, I think it's like Lewis Black, DeRosa, and me as far as just the angriest haters to have ever existed in the content game. I mean, DeRosa is just fucking, he hates humanity.
Yeah.
Man. He is fucking great. I saw an old clip of his the other day saying, if you are successful, if you're like at the peak of your career, you are a piece of shit. You're a fucking piece of shit. It was just great. He's got so much hate in his heart. So a perfect fit for KFC Radio. So DeRosa will be on the show. And we'll do voicemails and whatnot. Well, what else? I don't know.
I got a few things.
But you got some things? Okay, hit me.
I will go 3 things. I'll narrow it down. I got 3 things.
Okay.
One happened a few weeks ago, and I just forgot. I wrote it down in my notebook. It's in my notebook like 3 separate times now because I just forgot to get to it. Bro, I watched The Whale.
Brendan Fraser?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you seen The Whale?
Yeah.
You have?
Yeah.
And you didn't tell me about it?
Well, I mean, we live it every day at the Barstool Sports office. I mean,
Bro.
I mean, it was a good film. I
didn't get past the first 10 minutes.
Oh, okay.
The opening scene of The Whale,
is that when he's like jerking off or something?
without a doubt, the funniest scene I've ever seen in my entire life. Bro,
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
He's jerking off to great gay porn. He like
Kevin-
drops the popcorn or something. Then
I had to turn it off.
because you were laughing.
I was laughing so fucking hard. That is,
It's supposed to be like the most like introspective, heartfelt.
I
Like, thoughtful movie.
texted the out of order group chat. I was like, let's do the opening of The Whale shot for shot.
That would be so
Bro,
funny.
if you haven't, I want to pick like, I'm not just like laughing at a fat person. This is like, I want to paint the picture for the listener right now who hasn't seen The Whale.
Oh God,
It's a dark room,
it's gonna be erotica.
right? You come in, you've seen it, so you know what I'm about to say. But like, it comes in.
But I don't remember it like all too well.
Okay,
so let me
good.
let me
Yeah.
enjoy. Yeah.
It's a dark room. It's behind a couch.
Yep.
Camera comes in like through a room behind the couch. You see the top of Brendan Fraser's balding head.
Yeah,
And it's
disgusting.
kind of shaking a little bit. And you know going into the movie, he's obviously a morbidly obese man. And you hear grunting. And your first thought is, he must be jerking off. And then you're like, there's no fucking way this movie starts with this morbidly obese man jerking off. And then the moans start coming. And you realize that there are no female moans. You realize that this morbidly obese man is jerking off to gay porn. And then this morbidly obese man starts jerking off to gay porn so hard he has a heart attack. Right? Right? So this morbidly obese man is jerking off to gay porn on the couch, having a heart attack, going, And in order to quell this heart attack, to calm himself down, this morbidly obese man who's jerking off to gay porn so hard he has a heart attack grabs a book report on Moby Dick and starts reading it aloud. And then
this man, who's morbidly obese, jerking off to gay porn so hard he has a heart attack.
reads Moby Dick a book report. Someone starts knocking on the door, and he assumes it's his nurse, so he tells them to come in. But it's a strange man. It's a strange man who comes into the house, and it's like, what the fuck is going on? And because he sees a morbidly obese man jerking off to gay porn so hard he has a heart attack, and he's reading a book report about it. And then he hands the book report to the strange man who
starts reading
as he's going. And the guy's like, what the fuck is going on? He calls me Ishmael, and it makes me sad. By the way, have you heard of Jesus? Because the man who walked in the door is a Mormon who's going door to door. And then it just stops. And that's the opening scene of the movie. Bro, I was in absolute fucking tears on the airplane. I was like blocking my fucking TV so no one could see I was watching the whale. But like, it was like when you're like trying to stifle your laughter, your shoulders are popping up like you're going over like the road strip.
John,
I was like,
dude, so many people cried while watching The Whale, and John was the only one doing it in hysterics for laughter, for comedy.
And then I had to turn it off.
That is funny. I watched that, but I don't know. It didn't like trigger in my mind. Like, what the fuck is
I was
going
like,
on
this
here?
is the most when the
He's
door
eating a
flings
fucking
open, it
fried
looks like,
chicken. And
bro.
like,
And then he goes to take a shit, right?
yeah.
Doesn't look like a guy who washes his hands.
Yeah.
So he comes back to the couch with cummy, shitty hands and just starts eating fried chicken. And that also disgusted me because they definitely do it on purpose. Like, it's mic'd up. Like, it sounds like you're in his fucking mouth.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, I can't take this movie seriously anymore. I turned it off.
Yeah.
Put on Fast 5.
It's not very, if I remember, it's not very, like, uplifting.
Oh, I don't think it's,
Well, like the end. I mean, like I think there's like supposed to be some sort of like, and then he, mended the bridge and like learned. And I remember being like, this ended on a pretty like, ambiguous note where I think if I was him, I'd still probably kill myself. Like, still rather just like welcome death. I don't know. That was great. That was like when you're playing that telephone game and you keep adding on. Morbidly obese man jerking off to gay porn so hard that he has a heart attack and he needs to read Moby Dick to calm himself down.
I was like, there's no way something crazy is going to happen. Wait, there's a Mormon involved? Like, it was nuts.
It reads like Mad Libs. Yeah. The fact that got like such high praise is, I understand why it did, but I also could see why it wouldn't. People would have been like, get this off my fucking screen. What are we talking about here? That was a wacky ass movie, man.
Then another thing that I'd like to talk about. So I've been watching, I told you about a little bit, the show based on a true story. It's good. You're looking at something to kind of casually watch.
And what is that about?
It's like a satire on the true crime genre, where it's like podcasts and it's very Only Murders in the Building ish.
Okay.
Where it's a little more funny. I only watched season 1 of Murders in the Building.
I'll say this:
more jokey than funny.
Only Murders in the Building is the most overrated show in the world. Not in that I don't like it, in that the way that the people who like it talk about it. I'm like, okay, relax.
Yeah.
It's like I get it. It's cute. It's the odd couple, odd trio. So like there's like this element of like young and old and like true crime mixed meets. It's all cute, but the people who like it, you would think it's like.
Yeah, it does have
truly
like
greatest show of
this
all time.
season they're adding like Bob Odenkirk and like Helen Mirren. Like, it's got crazy names.
And it is good, but goddamn, some people.
I think I'm gonna watch season 2, but I kind of the same thing. I was like, I watched season 1, it was good. It was fine. But this is a similar kind of thing where this couple gets entrenched in the murder, and they're like,
it's a comedy.
Yeah,
okay.
It's more jokey than I remember Only Murders in the Building being. I feel like Only Murders in the Building was like, this whole idea is funny, and there aren't so many jokes in it.
Yeah.
This is more jokey, but also it does have a hard time finding its voice where it's like, are you offering commentary on this
True
situation,
crime,
or are you just making fun of it?
Right.
But so I'm watching it last night. And also in this one they kind of make a deal with they know the murderer, and they're like, we won't turn you in, but we're gonna do a podcast about it, and you have to be on it.
Well, that's kind of cool.
Yeah. So episode
horrifically
3,
immoral, but pretty
yeah,
cool.
yeah. They're like a rich couple who just lost their jobs, and like they both need a little money. So like it's not like
Heavens.
some down on the dumps people who are like they live.
Yeah.
He's a former tennis pro who like got injured, and like but he's got his job down. Whatever. It is. There are definitely where like it's so outrageous, that aspect of it, that it kind of takes you out of it a little bit. Where you're like, no one would just know us. Like, we'll make a deal. You can't kill any more people.
That's what you're on my podcast.
But the episode 3 starts off with the wife, Kaylee Cuoco. I don't know the killer's name, but she's married to Chris Messina, who you recognize. He's the agent in Air. And the murderer comes into the house, and she's like scared he's gonna kill her because they're just getting this. He'd been offered the position. Like, we know it's you. Again, this is all very early. I'm not spoiling anything. It's the premise of the show. And just like a lot of tension, and there's like all this tension in this scene where like, is he gonna fucking kill her? And she's like, you can feel that. And there's a fucking rap at my door in my apartment. And I open the door, and it's these 2 girls who live on the 4th floor of my building.
Hey.
And they look terrified. Like, they're white as a ghost. Like, for real,
And you're building on like 3 units, right?
Yeah.
So like neighbors it's not like it's a big deal when neighbors reach out to each other or whatever because there's only like a couple.
Yeah. And like, we've met a time or two. We've seen each other in the hall, but like, we don't really know each other. So they're both like really scared. And they're like, we're so sorry to bother you. I was probably like 10:30 last night. Like, so sorry to bother you, but like, can you please come upstairs? Because we think there's somebody on our roof. And
How old do you think they are? 20-something?
Mid to late 20s.
Okay, yeah.
They've been living there 4 years. I imagine it was maybe their first New York apartment.
Okay.
So something like that. And I was like, already so tense from this show. Where I was like, like honestly, we're just like so scared. Like, it's just like there's just somebody on our roof. Like, there is. It's just
Bro,
like
this is a script right out of Curb. I could see Larry going, no, no thanks, close the door.
That's what you do. That's what you should do.
Yeah.
And
like, what
I
are
was
you
like-
gonna do?
I was like, yeah, just give me a second. And I'm putting my shoes on, and I'm grabbing my keys to my apartment so when I close my door, I can get back in. And in my head, I'm thinking,
How did you not lead like? Okay.
dude, and I'm like,
Vigilante Feitelberg over here.
I was like, the whole time, I'm like, the whole, like, they were so, it was so clear in their face that, like, they were genuinely scared people. Like, it was obvious that it wasn't like oh, we heard a bang. Like, they were scared.
There is a
They were
person
two scared
on the roof.
people.
Yeah. And what time is this?
10 o'clock, something
Okay,
like that.
nighttime though, yeah.
And so I'm just walking up the stairs. I'm behind them, and I'm just trudging up the stairs. I'm just like, I'm going to die right now.
Yeah.
I don't want to be rude.
And now I'm just gonna be murdered with these other 2 girls.
Like-
do they come?
they
Or they were like, see you up there, let me know.
So they're like, they apologize the whole way up. They're like we're so sorry. To be honest, our roommate, who's kind of the voice of reason, she's not here today. But then when they were like, we almost called the police, I was like, well, let's
Just call them.
Let's just do that.
Yeah.
Let's just do that. And then we get into their apartment, which, by the way, obviously my first time in their apartment. I was like, oh, this is what a home feels like. So I was like, I have a 2-bedroom apartment that I should be able to make feel welcoming. Like,
It's probably like Bizarro World because it's like probably the same layout and shit. They're just nice.
yeah, it's just like,
and yours
oh,
is just garbage.
This is a welcoming apartment.
Yeah.
Okay. And then I have to go upstairs there, and it's a very, like, if someone, it would be crazy for someone to be on their roof.
Okay, because I was gonna say like a New York City building, I would just be like, okay, I don't know.
No,
it's not like in your neighborhood someone's on your roof. That's a big deal. Like, I don't know. I just think you're on the top of a building, lock your door, and fucking hope for the best. But
it would be like,
it'd be weird.
Someone would have had to like scroll.
I got it. Okay.
And they're like giving an example. They're like, this is what it sounds like, and it's like there's opening and slamming a door. Like, and actually, what ends up happening is once I get up there, they are reinvigorated with confidence. Where one of the other friends is like, because I was following them up, and then I just followed them all the way up.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, just go, just open it. And they're like, we feel better now that you're here. And I was like, I guess we'll all go down this ship together. And there was no one there, and it was fine. I went back down and started watching TV. But like, the fact that I was so willing to die, like again,
Yeah.
the look on their face was like, there's something up there.
Right.
There's a problem happening.
it's either a monster or a human, and either way,
And I was just like,
Okay.
I don't want to be rude. I guess it would be awkward to say, let's just call the police. So I'm just going.
I think I could be like, yo, man, like, come fucking stand on the train tracks with me. There's a train coming, but you got to do it. You got to do it. And he'd be like, well, I couldn't say no.
What am I gonna do? Send these women, these girls back upstairs and be like,
I do feel you on that because to just be like that's why I say Larry David. You'd have to be such a selfish asshole to just be like, nope. Nope.
But
Nope,
I
not
was
doing
like,
it.
I was like, yeah,
But-
just give me a second. And I like let my door just closes on itself. So I was like, yeah, just give me a second. and I just let it close while I put my shoes
On their face? Or they in? They were
No,
inside?
it was like it wasn't like I didn't.
No,
say
but they're
it.
still on the outside of
But
the
you know
door.
how like you kind of like hold it for a second and
Yeah, yeah,
you can
yeah.
do what you want with this door. You
Yes,
can either put your hand there or not.
yes.
And
So it closed.
and they didn't.
You
And-
should have just gotten real quiet.
Ah! Get out of here, girls! You got me. Call the cops. But I was so as I was like putting on my shoes, I remember vividly looking as I put my left shoe on, my 2 fingers right here, and I just went. I hope they're not there when I open that door.
Yeah, so like they came to their senses and we're being ridiculous. Let's just go.
And I opened the
They were
door.
right there?
Fucking there they were. Yeah.
God damn.
And, like,
That is funny. I don't know what I would do. Like, I think part of me, being realistic, I would say to them, I'm down to like try to help you, but girls, what do you think I'm realistically gonna do here?
Yeah.
If there is somebody up there, do you think I'm gonna fight them?
Yeah, what is? Also, now that I think about it, none of us we walk because like you walk into their apartment and they have like a spiral staircase up to the roof. None of us grabbed a weapon. But I should have got a knife or something.
It's a testament to you that they they thought like, let's go get the guy from downstairs.
He's the guy who stole our flowers.
Yeah.
On my birthday.
The guy who steals my flowers and leaves that rotten meat out there all the time. I bet you they call you rotten meat.
Yeah, like,
There's somebody on the roof. What do we do? Get rotten
go
meat.
get
He'll
that
do something about it.
animal on the second floor.
He probably thought
I
it was you.
I do still have the light box over there, so you probably hear me just whip. Yeah,
Wait, do
yeah.
you
Like,
still
we hear
do
glass
that?
breaking in the
Do you
middle of the
still do that while listening to like comedy and just laughing?
No, that's
maniacally?
jumping rope. 'Cause
Oh,
the
sorry,
light
yeah.
boxer has its own thing, so
That's
that's
so
good.
fucking
But
funny.
do you still do that?
You jumping rope,
no, I don't
hysterically
really
laughing.
yeah. The guy who bro, they see me jumping rope and laughing. They just hear incredibly loud banging and rotten meat. They're like, yeah, let's go
Rotten-
get the like. He'll go scare them off. Like, what are you?
You're gonna get the troll in the basement. Go get the creature.
I'm obviously the person you come to now that I think about it.
Have him bring his skeleton.
If all you know from me is there's still an 8-foot skeleton on his fucking porch.
I'm surprised they weren't just like, it's rotten meat. He's up there. Rotten meat's upstairs.
If you're looking
That
to
is
like
so
scare
good.
something away, like, and you only know me from observing me in the building, I'm the guy. Yeah. I'm a junkyard dog who lives in that building.
They probably think like, oh, that's like the super's like son or something like that. Like that. Like he works there because he doesn't have to pay rent because he fights away like the fucking rats. You're Charlie. It's Charlie work in the basement.
100%.
It's so
Makes
good.
perfect sense. They came to me.
But I called the super and he goes, you go get the guy downstairs, the rotten meat guy. And they probably at the same time go, the rotten meat guy. Yeah, the rotten meat guy.
Like, he's a pussy. He won't say no to anything. All right, let's do it, ladies.
Yeah, those are moments. I mean, I kind of had one with the haunted house where I'm like, all right, I guess I'm gonna do this.
Yeah, right.
And something, I've always told myself I'm not gonna do these things, but here I am doing them. I don't know why.
It was just like actually, I was thinking of a scene as I was walking up the stairs from a great movie, another bedtime type movie for me, Girl with Dragon Tattoo, when Daniel Craig at the end comes back into the house for Stellan Skarsgård, and he's like, Stellan Skarsgård now has him tied up in the basement, and he's got the noose around his neck or whatever it is, and he's got a glass of whiskey, and he's just like very medically, I guess, telling him what's about to happen to him, and he's like, "You're gonna make a mess, and I'm gonna disembowel you, and this and that and this and that," and then he's just like, "Why did you come in here?" He's like, because if you remember the movie, he's running away,
Right,
and he falls down the hill, and he's like, "Come in, have a drink," and he's like, "Every part of your body told you
not to.
You knew who I was,
Yeah.
every part of, but you didn't want to be rude." So you came in anyway,
And it's gonna be
and I
the
was
thing.
like, I was walking up the stairs, going, "This, I'm doing that.
That's
I'm
why
I'm just doing the movie."
I mean, this is the extreme level of it. Like, you're willing to fucking risk your life because of stupid shit. But the amount of stuff that gets done out of people's being afraid of being rude,
Right.
or being their reputation or how they're perceived. Like, if you can harness that, if you're just a person who's like, I just do like what I want to do.
Sociopath.
Yeah, sociopath.
Yeah.
But like,
I know this makes
like,
this person
but, like,
uncomfortable. I'm gonna make him do it anyway.
the people who are comfortable enough with silence
yeah.
are like the best negotiators and the best business people because they'll just go, until you go like, okay, we'll take the deal.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know,
yeah.
and it's just like, so that's like the littlest example of it. But if you can be like, yeah, I know that the average person's gonna like walk in here and I can kill them then. So like, I'll just they'll do it because they're all fucking puppets. They're all just little babies. Like, I don't want this person to think I'm rude. It's like, who fucking gives a shit?
Yeah, dude, I should be like, get the hell out of here.
Yeah, just
Scram!
slam the door in their face and
I don't
say,
know, piece of
hope
fucking
you don't
steak
die,
hanging
but
from
if you do, to be honest, doesn't really matter to me. Sincerely, rotten meat. See you later, man.
Here's the truth. Dads want steak. When you give dad perfectly aged and oh so tender steaks, you're not giving him the best meal of his life, but the chance to grill them up and share those moments with you, that's not even a tagline. That's not even some bullshit. That's all your dad wants to do, dude, is just hang out with you. Get him some steak, hang out by the grill. You can do that for a limited time when you go to omahasteaks.com and enter the code KFC into the search bar. You'll be able to order dad's favorite gift package for just $99.99. Plus, you'll get 8 free Omaha steak burgers with your order. These burgers taste like a steak, but on a bun. They're ultra lean and pack a bold, intense, beefy flavor. Save over 60% on Dad's favorite grill pack, and you'll get 4 bacon wrap fillets. They are flames. 4 premium air-chilled boneless chicken breasts. 4 boneless pork chops. 4 gourmet jumbo franks. 4 made from scratch caramel apple tarts, which are delicious, and the Omaha steak seasoning. Plus 8 free Omaha Steaks burgers. All that is like $500 worth of meat. You get it for $99.99. Remember, gifting is easy. Dads want steak, and Omaha Steak isn't just steak. It's the best steak of your life. Guaranteed. Don't wait. Go to omahasteaks.com, type KFC into the search bar, and order Dad's favorite grill package for Father's Day today. omahasteaks.com, keyword KFC. And then the last thing, and I'd like you to lean forward with me for this one because
Was this what you were talking about before?
Wait.
When we were walking downstairs, you were like, I got to tell you something.
Wait,
No,
wait.
that was the whale.
Oh, okay.
That was
Okay.
the whale.
Yeah. I was like, any of these things
Before
could be
we
there.
move on, because this is on the same topic, Jackie, you want to explain what you did at your neighbors last week?
Oh, God. Another Jackie
Oh.
apartment situation.
I was like editing the podcast, but it was late, and I realized I left my computer charger here, and so then I just realized like I didn't have a key card because I'd lost that, so I didn't have a way of getting into the office. So then I was kind of like, well, what do I do? Like, I don't really have like any backup chargers or anything. So then I decided,
What time was it?
this was
Jackie's a night owl.
this was 2 a.m. at
Yeah.
the time.
We get texts from Jackie at like 1:45 in the morning. Can you do those ads?
Yeah, sorry.
I think I'm like the podcast should be up like now.
Well, so that was the night when no, the different night, sorry. Anyways, so then it was like 2 a.m. and I was like, okay, I need like to finish editing and like do a whole export or whatever. So I have 7 floors in my building. I went door to door. I pressed my ear up against every door to see if I could hear anybody like awake, to see if I could hear like any rummaging from inside. And then there were 3, like I heard like kind of like rummaging.
We got rummaging.
Rummaging around from 3 people. I knocked on 3 doors. Only one guy answered, and he was like old and foreign, didn't even like know what a computer was, pretty much. So he was of no help. And I actually went like twice, pretty much, because I was like, somebody has to be awake. Nobody was awake. And then I
Up
ended
and
up,
down 7 flights.
yeah, like
How
and
many
there's
how many flights?
8 per, so 7 times 8, 56.
56 apartment buildings.
56 apartment buildings.
Did you bring a glass or just go? You just.
I just like went up and just like put my ear against it.
I wish somebody would have seen that.
But what happened?
So that, oh my God, it was a whole fucking thing. Then I was
I
like,
couldn't you picture Jackie walking away from the foreign guy going, "You're of no use. You're
yeah,
of no help to me."
He was so excited. He brought me out like he was like, oh, I have it, and it was like one of those like power strip things. And I was like, no, fucking way. So then
That's such a setup to be fucking heartbroken.
yeah, I know.
You're like, he's got it. Yes.
Then
You got the white thing, the white plug, and he brings out a fucking
he brought out like 5 different like whatever strips. He kept being like, oh no, I know what you're talking about. It was just like different power strips every time. It was like stuff. And then I gopuffed a like
Yeah, there you go.
big huge charging block or whatever, I think $40 for it. And I was like, okay, like this has to work because like it just said whatever. And then I had like a double penetration thing going where like I had like the charging block thing.
Jackie, just stop. You
charging-
cannot.
You knew what you were doing there, right?
No, I mean I'm just saying like it was like You know, we were going in from both ends.
Oh, okay.
With, like,
as long as that is the actual reference.
No,
I thought
I'm
we were
saying,
just
like, you know.
glossing over.
No, and
So I'm DP in my computer. But wait, I actually don't know what you mean. What does that mean?
So I just had like a phone charger with a cord in one thing, but that wouldn't it was not powerful enough to do it. But it was keeping it alive, and then the other thing was kind of keeping it alive too. So I was before it would be it would last 5 minutes, but then it's a whole thing where it's so boring, but it would last 5 minutes if I was on my computer, but then if I closed it, then it would go up by 1. So then I was working for 5 minutes, closing it, waiting 5 minutes, working. So it was taking forever, and I was like, this isn't gonna get through the export. So then when I did the double penny thing, then I had one there, it would last 10 minutes. So then I did one, then I would go work for 10 minutes, close it, whatever, and then I just eventually I got through the export and everything, but it took 4 times the amount that it should have taken because I was just 5 minutes.
And exports always take a long time as is.
The export takes a lot of power too, so I was like,
Yeah.
this isn't going to get through the export. So it worked, but it was not it was just the most ratchet.
Yeah,
editing
that's
process
a
ever.
Jackie project right there.
That is, but and I'm sure people
But
would.
I adapted, I improvised, and I overcame.
See, that's what you're gonna tell that story in an interview one day, and you should.
You should. Yeah, that's
Like-
the kind of shit that.
Like,
Yeah.
like I didn't have my key card. I couldn't get into the office. Here's how I overcame. Because
Maybe
that
leave out
is
the double penetration, depending on the shot. My biggest takeaway is that you call it double penny. So
that everyone fucking went up like a Doberman pincer there. They were like double penny.
I just feel I'd imagine Jackie and a few of the gals in her crew call it double penny.
Yeah, it's not like I'm like, yeah.
No, that reminds me of I love the stories of young people of what we talk about sometimes the blackout tour getting close to Peter Pan buses so we can steal the Wi-Fi.
I love
where
that
it's
one.
it's just fucking
Yep,
you just had to do
love
what you had
that.
to do.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
not-
then-
But there's a lot of people who
yesterday-
don't do that shit who would just be like, I don't know, the podcast didn't work today.
Right.
But not me.
It's no, not you, because you're the
Trusty
best
producer.
producer in the world. What are you,
Well,
associate
so then
senior
yesterday I no producer or sales if you're Frank the Tank. But yesterday I had to get the ads we didn't put on Dropbox. So I had to get in the building to get the ads from that just to do one movement, one click of the mouse and move it over. But once again, I don't have my key card. So I was like, okay, I don't know how to do this.
How'd you lose your key card?
I don't know. I just don't know. It's one of those things where you don't lose until you lose it until one day. I knew where it was the whole time, and now I'm just I don't. Whatever.
I also don't know if we could get 2 key cards for the KFC Radio group. That would be fantastic.
Yeah. Well, so I got the
You
app,
guys
but-
and your dirty sneakers and your no key cards. It's just you're just mirrors of each other. It's unbelievable.
But basically, it's like a long, boring story. But basically, I was like, okay, this was early in the day on Sunday. I was like, I have to get in the building somehow. I literally DM'd a bunch of people being like, is anybody we Slacked people being like, is anybody in the building? Nobody responded. So I was like, okay, I need Enrique's number because then Enrique can send me the code so I can get the app or whatever. I texted.
That's all it takes.
Yeah, I texted 15
There's a
people.
code?
There's
an
a
app.
app or whatever.
To get into and you could buzz that to get in. You talking about?
Yeah.
Oh.
You just whatever. So then I was like, I'll make it quick. But basically, I was just like, okay, I texted a bunch of people. Nobody had Enrique's number. I texted Grace O'Malley because Grace O'Malley was maybe going to go to Gubball, and she was like, she had her key card, and she was like, I'll bring my key card if you come to Gubball. So I was like, okay, now I have to go to Gubball. So I went to Gubball,
Go all the way to a fucking festival to get a key.
and Grace goes, oh, I forgot my key card.
my God, Grace.
So then I come
That
back.
sucks. Where you have to be polite about it because you're still the idiot in the situation, but you're like,
But yeah,
really
exactly. It
fucking
was
forget
not
it?
her fault by any chance, but I was like, okay.
Right.
And I also my other friend wanted to go to whatever. So then I come back and it's 9. I had texted multiple people being like, somebody has to have Enrique's number. I waited outside with my friend. We went across the street to have drinks at Triple Crown to see if I could see anybody going in and out of the building to see if I could catch them. We sat outside for an hour while I'm texting a bunch of people, seeing if anybody had Enrique's number. Enrique finally sent me the thing, and I finally went, got in, did the whatever. Then went all the way home. Sorry, everyone.
And what
nobody
time
was
is this?
listening. This is at now 10 p.m. or whatever. Okay. Then I went all the way home, realized I dropped the wrong file.
Oh my God, Jackie.
Came all the way back here, dropped the right file, went back, edited.
I
whatever.
felt so bad. I got a text at midnight being like, wait, is the ad that John did where he's just eating crackers the whole time? I'm
I'm
like,
just eating fucking chips.
I'm like, no, it's definitely
Was
not.
it?
There was just a video of a 6-minute long video of you just eating chips, laughing, being
Of course.
Well,
What is that?
Was
Why is
I
it-
don't know. I
No,
don't know why that was there.
It was on Friday. I had just hit record when you walked in, and then like you sat down. I didn't know you were gonna eat first, so it was just rolling. And then I reset it when
So
we
there
went
was
to
a
go
clip.
actually do the
That's
episode.
fucking
So
funny.
there's just 6 minutes of you eating.
Oh, so you
chips.
saw like the time and date and everything. You're like, this is the one.
Yeah, it
but
was, like,
didn't
the one.
realize
It was
not.
called Kirk Ads, but there was also
Oh, well, that'll
Kirk.
do it. Yeah,
there
yeah,
there
yeah.
was also 2 Kirk Ads files.
So I realized I dropped both in, but then the main one didn't make it.
Yeah.
And failed. So anyways.
Man, if I knew all that, I would have been like, I don't know, put the pot out on Tuesday, whatever.
Yeah.
No big deal, you know.
But
That's yeah. Those are the stories of like. Everybody has a story like that at work,
Yeah.
whether it's a podcast or a presentation or whatever. You're just dumb. That's why like you just need to like have jobs and like live a few years and do things first, because you just like I have to make that mistake probably 3 or 4 times before I stop making it.
Yeah.
But eventually you will, and then you'll be 30, and then by the time you're like 50, you're like I figured everything out, time to die. But you'll just know like, I mean. Maybe not. Maybe I could see Jackie like forgetting her charger like tonight, like, right away doing that again. But usually you're like, all right, got that out of the
I'll
system.
live and learn.
I mean, the fact that it was 2 weeks in a row that you had the exact same issue with the key card was killing me.
Yeah. But I figured it out. I adapted. I improvised. I overcame, and now I have the
Yeah.
key card, and that's like a
What is that like? That's like the Marine mantra or
Yeah,
something.
it is. It's,
All right.
Wait, last thing. And this actually kind of. This
Yeah,
is
let me
a
lean in.
segue
We gotta get cozy here, right?
segue. This segue is going to good into 1 Minute Man, and actually, you could even count this as the first 1 Minute Man.
Mm-hmm.
Was Ted Kaczynsk that dude?
As time has gone on, his manifesto sounds more and more like you.
Oh, I read it. I read it this weekend.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Pretty accurate.
Pretty good stuff.
Dude, I remember that Netflix series?
Yeah, Manhunt Unabomber.
Like I remember being like, nah, you can't blow up Planned Parenthoods left and right. But what he's saying?
Not Planned Parenthood. It was universities and airports.
Oh, who was the Planned Parenthood guy?
I don't know, but that's how university airport Unabomber.
But
the,
all of this stuff about
But here's the thing.
technology,
Here's what I thought while I was
society,
reading
I'm like,
Industrial Society and its future. 35 pages of the
you read the whole fucking manifesto?
I skimmed some parts. I was like, I get it. And don't get me wrong, some parts of the ramblings of Madman, other parts are
Ramblings of a Smart Man.
pretty good. Like as I was reading it and nodding
Next
along,
week at KFC Radio book camp, book club, Mein Kampf.
I was reading it and I was like, this is how like I was picturing it. Where like if someone was pitching me, like being gay, if they were like if he's like, dude, are you fucking sick of chicks? I'm like,
Yeah.
He's like,
Yo, you want to
he's
fuck
like, do you
buttholes,
fucking,
but not be bothered by?
do
Just
you
be
love hanging with the boys? I'm like, fucking yeah. He's like, isn't it just the best? Doesn't this suck? I'm like, yeah. He's like, isn't this part awesome? I'm like, yeah. He's like, what do you think we fuck dudes? Or what do you think we start blowing people up? I'm like, are you?
It's a hard right.
I'm right there.
Yeah.
I'm right there, dude.
You just
But,
you
like,
lost me at the very end with a
just-
hard turn.
There's just this one piece of my brain that's saying no to that one. But aside from that,
We're good.
pretty simpatico.
He was so right on like all that
But
shit.
you know what I was thinking again as I read Industrial Society and its future. It's not, I don't even think it's that he's right. He was right, so to speak. But I don't even think it's that like it's predicting the future. It's just we've had the same problems forever.
Yeah.
Right?
He's
It's-
articulated it very well and like
It's
knew
just
that.
like this. Oh, I mean, like he's talking about transgender. He's talking about protests from the left. By the way, you might think because he's like, what he hated the left, really hated lefties. But he's also just like ripping. He's like, and also conservatives, you fucking idiots. He's like you want to talk about a guy who's fucking a middleman?
Yeah.
Even Steven was Ted Kaczynsk. Like he was like
Mr. Impartial.
he's like
Mr.
you get
bipartisan.
He's like he was like fucking roasting motherfuckers. He's like you left, you suck at this, and you idiots on the right.
Yeah.
You get mad about how they react societally. You don't think it's because you make sweeping changes in business radically. You fucking idiot. And I was like, Ted spit bars, man.
Get him.
It was.
Get him.
It was,
If he didn't fucking, blow up innocent people.
No, he did.
No, I'm saying if he didn't, it
if
would
he
be,
did. He said, like, he didn't.
Yeah, no, he did. I do remember.
I also thought for sure he was dead 20 years ago.
Yeah,
I've watched
yeah.
a good amount of the Unabomber documentaries and or shows and stuff.
What possesses you at 81 to finally do it?
Yeah.
Or did he just get the opportunity? Maybe he's been waiting and he's like, all right, the guards finally left me alone or
I got
something.
30 years.
But like, how weird is that? Like, you figure if you make it this far, you're in for the long haul, maybe, and like, or I guess maybe eventually you just get sick of it. You're like, fuck it. But yeah, if he was, I know that you shouldn't kill people.
Yeah.
Shouldn't bomb innocent people. And I also know a great deal of like his legacy was like the fear and the hysteria. But his body count is not that impressive.
It is. It's 3 deaths, 23 injuries. I think 28
Like,
injuries. Maybe.
bro, that happens at the mall like every day.
The
Like if you go to school in America, that's recess. Like, are we really that impressed?
Bro, you come back from fucking lunch in Dunkaroos, you're missing a few classmates.
Like, that's just Tuesday, dude.
It's
like I get it.
It's like a hunt back in the Spartan days. Like, well, not everyone's coming back.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, you playing tag. Bring me back on my shield.
Give me a proper death. I mean, like, yes, sure. Nobody, within like a several 100-mile radius would even open their mail or go to work or any of that.
For 20 years.
But, yeah, like, I mean, at some point,
Motherfucker had evasive tactics.
Yeah. Well,
It was live in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, that's the thing. If you just live the shittiest life possible, it's almost like who cares about catching him? Just let him fucking stay out there. He's only killed 3 people. Whatever. Just let Ted sit in the fucking woods. Who gives a shit? You know what's I'm just so fascinated by. So that was his brother's wife recognized the handwriting.
Yeah.
Like,
because he's an
what the
incel. Ted was like the first incel.
Yeah,
him and his brother
big
had a
time
fucking
now,
virgin bond.
Right.
And that's why he fell out with his brother, because his brother started fucking chicks.
Brother was like, I got pussy, bro.
Yeah. He also was going to have transgender
That's why
surgery.
I always maintain, before you start killing people, fuck. Especially, when you're a young dude, it's like, if you're shooting up schools, there's no way you fucked yet, man. There's no way you're steadily hooking up. Because you would just be so excited to be like, maybe I'm getting a blowjob this weekend. Like, who knows? And you would put down the gun. If Ted just got some pussy... Like his brother was like, dude, Ted, this shit sucks. This is great over here. You should try it. No, I'm gonna go blow this shit up.
He worked at like a wood, treatment plant, whatever, where you chop down trees and get them ready to be made into 2x4s and all that shit. And he was dating a woman there, and I don't know about dating, but they.
Bro, let me tell you something. If you're one of those girls, or that only girl probably, where you're like, oh, I was entertaining the thought of dating the Unabomber. Jesus, I've got bad taste in men.
I think she I don't think it ever became anything. I think she pretty quickly was like, let's just be work friends. And he he was like the first incel.
Yeah.
No, I don't know if that was what started it, but it was like he started writing limericks, dirty limericks about her and posting them around. I was like, dude, that's you're like, boy, that's why you didn't want the. I mean, he was like, if you guys make the internet big, a lot of people like me are gonna say shit.
Trust me, because I'm talking about me.
It's gonna be a goddamn nightmare for everybody.
You're gonna give me a voice, and all my friends. Holy shit!
Like really smart guys who can't form personal bonds. It's gonna be terrible for everybody. It was.
Yeah, I mean, he was, but man.
But yeah, like what I'm saying too is like it is just like it wasn't like we saw it was just. It's just what happens. I mean, he's like technology and just this the same problems in the world.
It is. I think it's interesting though when you have the foresight to be like. I think there was an article, an interview with David Bowie. You ever seen that clip where he's talking about the internet?
Yeah.
And like, I don't know. I guess I'm a little bit skeptical now, but more often than not, like, I don't think AI is going to be the end of the world. We've talked about that. I think like self-driving cars will probably like figure it out and it'll be like normal. But some people really like right away can be like, this is gonna be used by like pedophiles and rapists and terrorists, and this is gonna happen, and that's gonna happen, and this is gonna be bad. And then when that comes to fruition, it's like, oh, you're right. You're pretty accurate.
It was kind of interesting, his argument, which I get too, where it was like, I think he was talking about like the aristocracies, whatever, aristocrats, yes,
Aristocracy.
Aristocracy. I was gonna say this is one of those that you gotta flip the inflection.
Yeah. Aristocracies of the past of like, I don't know about specifically medieval times, but he's like, they got bored because you could push a button, you got what you wanted, you didn't have to work for it, and then like, but as humans we need to fucking work for that's how only way we can get gratification and shit like that. And that was a bit of a prediction of the future, where if you can just get stuff brought
easily
to you, it's no, like there's no gratification at any point in your day ever. And I was like, all right, that one makes sense.
Right.
that one makes sense. I am hungry though.
Hard. But on that note, let me go puff a fucking phone charger. I like there's such a like if that dude just like put all that into like a fucking campaign and like ran for office or something, could have been like,
I was thinking about that. I think he would be awful because look, obviously,
or just wrote books and fucking was a college professor.
It would be one
rather
of those
than being
like,
a goddamn terrorist.
I tell it like it is. I'm a middleman and I'm a centrist. And it was everyone would be like, "Fuck
you,
this guy."
Yeah, that's
but like
the only thing worse than radical extremes are the middle, where everyone just goes, "Fuck you."
Yeah, like everything he was saying again makes sense. There is. I'm not arguing for anything here, but like you read it, you're like, I see what he's saying. In at least the parts I read more, I got kind of like glossed over after a while.
I can't wait to go through the manifesto and find some insane shit and be like, look at this clip of John saying the manifesto.
Like at no point did I read where he's like, we should bomb shit.
Yeah.
I think it was the threat was publish this manifesto or I bomb shit.
Yeah.
But it's like where I was like, yeah, okay, that makes. But as I was reading it, it was like, this would piss off these people. This would piss off these people, and you're like,
everybody, yeah.
Everyone would hate it, then they did.
Yeah.
But this is all to say the political future is what popped into my mind at first, and then I was like, never mind, everyone would fucking hate it.
Dude, there's only like one thing in the world that is in the country, I should say, that is bipartisan, and it's all this UFO shit. All of these UFO like groups and like new departments are all like equally backed by the extreme politicians of either side.
Really?
Which is funny because I always people say all the time like the one thing that would bring like humankind together is if there was like a extraterrestrial threat or something like that. And it's not even a threat. It's just like,
yeah, we bang pots and pans out the window for about 3 weeks and then we all go back to killing each other.
Even just the progress they're making on talking about it is like both sides are like, yeah, we got to talk about aliens. I don't get it. There's an interview coming out. It's gonna be like a YouTube exclusive because I couldn't put it on the podcast. But Sunday early morning, I woke up at like 4 a.m. So that's what I do now.
That was something I forgot to say when we were talking about our things that make us old.
Yeah, up early.
You had put up sort of like, I get one wake up now.
Yes. And that's it. And I wake up and the brain starts working and the anxiety racks you and you're just like, well, I guess I'll just be up for the day now. But I was reading an article from this guy, Michael Schellenberger, who's like Substack independent journalist. He's been on Rogan a bunch. He's like boys like Matt Taibbi. There's like a crew of them that are kind of like those guys who are on just like exist on the internet doing journalism.
Yeah.
So they're not beholding to any networks or anything like that. But so I interviewed him for like an hour and a half the other day. We were just talking about the aliens and the UFOs and shit. And so that'll be out. It's not on the pod like the regular feed. It'll just be video only because it's not. It was just so weird. I was like, it's a little bit different than what we're used to here. But I cannot believe it. It is so fucking crazy to me that this is happening. And for the most part, again, people are just kind of like, what's going on in VanderPump Rules, though?
I guess because I'm not on the other side of it by any means. But like the argument I would make is like, well, what can you do?
Well, yeah, there's no, but just more. So he was like, I'm not talking about my beliefs or whether I want or don't want aliens. I do not. He doesn't put really any opinion into it.
Yeah.
He's like, all I'm talking about is the information and how it's the whistleblowing, the way it's being disseminated, the way it's being censored, because those are like tangible issues. Whether you're talking about UFOs or COVID or Trump or whatever, you can talk about information and suppression and all that shit. So he's like sticking to the facts about it. But he's like, I've been a journalist for a long time. I'd like to think I know what I'm doing. I am talking to people that, in my experience, I can deem to be extremely professional, smart, like do things for the right reasons, very credible, and they're all telling me there are 12 to 15 fucking spaceships from other goddamn species that we, like, have. I mean, that's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
And people just kind of move the goalposts where it's like, they're like, oh, that was just some Nevada, like, farmer in Roswell. I need to hear from someone credible. And then it's like, okay, well, someone from the government and the military is saying it. And now a lot of people are. And they're like, oh, yeah, but they never, it's all anonymous. It's like, okay, well, now we have one who's putting his name on it. And he's being backed by, like, a retired colonel and an Air Force fucking admiral or whatever, And then they go, well, I need video. And they're like, okay, here's videos of it. They're like, well, that's not high quality enough. And it's like, until I put you in a fucking spaceship and send you to fucking outer space, are you,
Are the people that deny? Like, I don't deny it. I'm like, yeah, I think that probably is true.
There's a lot of people in this guy's case that were like, I have been like a fan of yours, and I've really like, I've been singing your praises about how good of a journalist you are, and now your credibility is like totally shot because you're going down like the rabbit hole of aliens. Like, how silly is that? And he's like, I don't know, man. Like, if you have access to like dozens of really like important and intelligent people, and they're all saying the same thing, he's like, okay, maybe I'm a victim of like this massive disinformation plot, and I'm a part of it. Okay, I guess that could be happening.
Yeah.
But chances are, it's more that there's just like something going on, and the fact that his thing is more like we deserve to like know. I actually don't know if I agree with that on him.
Yeah,
like,
I would agree with you on that.
He was like, I think everyone could agree that there are some secrets that we want kept secret.
Mm-hmm.
Nuclear codes and fucking, whatever. And he was like, I think this is something that the public deserves to know about. If it's a threat, if it could be an asset, if it can be this, that, the other thing, we deserve to know. I'm like, I don't know about that.
I'd argue that
I think it would actually cause problems and hysteria and all
we
that.
should not know, because people like you and I, we're fine. But there are those fucking people who the only thing keeping them from, I don't know, being a total and complete piece of shit is the promise of heaven.
Yeah, the religion,
Like,
the religious aspect.
let's
yeah.
not keep that. Like,
Right.
There's a good barrier set up. Let them have that fucking barrier.
I think at
Let's-
least let's give like 100 more years,
Right.
because right now there are still religious wackos. I think we're like slowly just getting away from that.
Yes.
And with when like
But I think
when that
even
group
today,
of the population is
wacko-
down to like 5%, then we'll do it.
Yeah.
You know what I
The
mean?
only person who's a religious wacko is someone who's susceptible to being a
Tricked.
lunatic, a psychopath, like and
okay, yeah,
like so like to have the one thing between them and embracing their lunacy be when I
this
die
book.
I go to heaven.
Yeah.
Let them
Right.
let that stop.
Well,
them.
those assholes will also just spin it and be like, "This is what God,
Yeah.
This is all God's plan too." It's like, all right, losers, you guys were wrong. You got proven fucking wrong.
They're doing the same thing. They'll be the opposite of the people who are like, "Well, I need to see video." And
Yeah.
Like, we'll just keep moving the goalposts. Like, nah, well, God made aliens too.
He
We just lost that part of the book.
Yeah. He also, they're like, well, how come? What? There's only like a couple people, and he's like, no, there are stories all over the world all the time that people either just write off or don't pay attention to or whatever. But the latest one, he's funny too. He was like, I've only tweeted about this a couple times. There's parts of it. He doesn't talk about the life forms. It's like, I'm just talking about the information and spacecraft, because he's like, I don't think the people are ready for that. Which is interesting, because I thought as a journalist you would just be like, here's all the facts, you do with it. But he's like, I don't think my audience or any audience is really ready to like talk about. And he kept calling them beings. and I thought he was saying beans. And in my head, I was thinking about, they always call that one video the Tic Tac.
Yeah.
But that also could be shaped like a bean.
For sure.
So he was like, I don't talk about the beans. And I was like, oh, okay. And then he said beans. And I was like, so what do you mean by the beans? And he was like, well, I just didn't think people were ready to have that discussion about the beans. And I was like, but what are beans? And he was like, look, we were looking at each other. I was like, oh, beings. Okay. But the one article, he was like, I was hesitant to even talk about it, but if you want to talk about other pieces of evidence and information and stuff, there's the latest one, I think, was in I don't know, somewhere in Europe or some shit, Middle East, I think. This guy found like an aircraft and says he went into it and that the inside was bigger than the outside. And that when he left it, 4 hours had passed in like Earth time. And we're like inclined to just be like, I don't know, that's fucking crazy. But he's just like, I don't know. Because he said that is consistent with a lot of UFO encounters, that people say that thing about inside bigger than the outside,
Really?
Which is like where it. What fascinates me about the whole thing is if this sort of shit is true and they have the technology and the ability, that means there's some sort of time travel. That means there's some sort it just everything gets thrown out.
Yeah.
And things like
Which is why you just never know.
something could be bigger on the inside than it is the outside. That is now possible. It's just like
Yeah,
that's my dick, girls. It feels bigger when it's on the inside, I promise you. But anyway, that's out on Wednesday. It's just like me and him just talking for like an hour and a half about that report and everything like that. But I was like, so what do you do now? And he was like, I'm gonna keep I have a new lead on more information that I'll keep doing. But I don't know. I don't think we're really ready for this yet. But what are you gonna do? I think the most logical thing would be that there is something going on. There are more leaks and shit happening, and I almost feel like they're like, this is gonna get out, so we better start preparing them.
Yeah.
There are UFOs and there are non-human, because in 50 years you're gonna learn that the fucking president's been an alien for the last 100 years or some shit like that. But I don't know. It's part of me. It's crazy how much people still just continue to talk about the regular dumb nonsense going on in the world. But that's what we're here to do today. 1 minute, man.
Well, it's one of those things where what you can't. It's like anything. Like if you had cancer, you
can't stop living your life.
I don't want to just talk about the cancer.
Right. Yeah.
It sucks, or it's weird, or whatever's happening is happening.
But you know what? I can get down with still live your life, but almost some of the stuff that you're getting bent out of shape about. It's like, I don't know, bro. Stop. There's aliens.
I'm gonna get eaten by a space force.
Yeah. So let's just have a good time here.
I'll check the roof.
Yeah. Your cult has gone too far, John. Swifties are now wearing diapers to Taylor Swift concerts so that they don't miss songs.
That makes sense.
That checks out. That is
I saw this a while ago. This is one of those things where
I think probably one girl took a picture wearing it.
I'm sure a person did it.
I'm sure there's somebody. Do you think
there's
there's someone who took a shit or pissed in the diaper?
Shit, probably not. Piss.
Pissed. You think there are people? There's girls who put on a diaper, went to Taylor Swift in the middle of the concert. Were like, I've been drinking. I have to pee, but I think she's gonna do Maroon tonight, and I'm gonna fucking just stand here and go.
I think so. Yeah. And maybe it's because I'm the rotten meat man. I'm not.
Maybe it's because I've also done that.
I wouldn't.
Maybe I just don't even do it with the diaper.
I was saying,
pants.
That's the step.
You would just piss your pants.
I'd probably just piss.
No.
If I was
Come on.
here's the deal. It's
if you were at a fucking Woodstock, maybe.
Yeah,
but
yeah. No, if I'm at Gillette Stadium, I'm not gonna piss my pants. I went to Taylor Swift. I went to the show. You
went to the bathroom.
I used the urinal.
Yeah. It is funny. Something I never thought about. Because it's usually the reverse at stadiums. The women's line is out of control.
Yeah.
Because they take longer, and there's only stalls. There's no urinals, and then this is 95% girls.
Oh.
So they just start. There was some girls at I think one of the first Gillette shows that got or wherever, Philly maybe, that got kicked out because they went in the men's room. And
which is crazy because guess what? The men's room was empty. you're more.
Yeah.
You could have come
But
on. And why not?
I guess some
Like,
security guys saw them and like fucking kicked them out. So like they spent all this money and they were like, we had to go. We went into the men's room and they were like, get the fuck out.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
Kick
I
them
mean,
out for
you're
that.
a total like narc asshole
Yeah.
to do that. But yeah, just go to the bathroom. But also, I mean, it's gotten. So here's my question. I don't think we've talked about this on the podcast. I don't know if I posed this question. I think I'm not quite sure because I was a little too young for Michael Jackson to really understand what was going on. But I think she's the biggest thing in music of our lifetime.
For sure.
You think she's bigger than Michael Jackson?
I can't really speak to because I don't remember.
I feel like people when they talk about him that he was like on some other level, but like from breaking Ticketmaster to even a rumor or a story about doing this, even being possible, fucking putting on diapers so you don't miss a song, and the money and the the fame and like all of it, nobody's even touching it. Not even like Beyonce. Like Beyonce has a tour going on right now that's like, I'm sure in certain circles they talk about it all the time, but like in the general public, it's like Ed Sheeran's on tour right now. They're selling out and all that shit. Don't get me wrong, but it's just like whatever, you know. I mean, yeah, she's like, you know, she probably will fucking, you know, they say she's gonna gross $1 billion by the end of the tour. She's probably making like $250 million just on like the East Coast, like up and down like the main markets on the Northeast.
But you know what? Also, and people were criticizing ticket sales prices and stuff like that, and people were like, you know, with the Beatles it was $5 or whatever it cost to see the Beatles, and obviously that's whatever the price was, about inflation and things like that. They're talking about their first show. Do you know what the Beatles did? This is like their first show in New York. You know how long their first show was?
Like 40 minutes or something.
Only 26. Yeah. Taylor gets up there for 4 goddamn hours, bro.
I don't know why sports gets this treatment, but music doesn't. But like, you know, everyone's like, they were playing against fucking, you know, accountants and shit. Like baseball and basketball, like those guys were part-time players. Like music was probably the same way. It's probably like these guys are like sports is almost like an athletic in its own right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like to tour the way, music. Yeah. Like to tour the way she does, to put on it like and her and like everybody, you put on like a 4-hour show and you do it 3 nights in a row every fucking weekend. It's insane. Bro, I was tired from going, from just standing up. And I had to run around and do all the singing and shit.
I do it on like a 60-yard stage. Like that's
she probably runs like 5 miles a night on stage. I can't even do a few podcasts without losing my voice. Like, give me a fucking break.
I genuinely don't. I haven't done podcasts in.
What?
Granted, we like.
Here's a question for you.
Like
what does she wear a diaper? What does she do? Yeah. She ever got to go in the bathroom? The fuck?
That's what they're doing. Outfit change, quick piss.
Imagine she just popping a squat like that.
I imagine that has to happen.
Probably, yeah.
Right? Like,
yeah. Or maybe you get so dehydrated out there, you're sweating and shit.
Turo. It is the ultimate car sharing marketplace. With Turo, you can book any car you want for just about any occasion. From a community of local hosts across the U.S., U.K., Canada, and Australia. You can book an SUV for a road trip. You could probably book a truck for moving. You can do something easy and affordable for getting around on vacation, or you can test drive an EV. You can even get a vintage car or something classy for a special event or a photo shoot. I'm going to say this every single time I do this ad read. Just do a fucking sick vintage car for the weekend. It will change your life. It will be better than going to the beach. Do it at the beach. It'll be better than going on vacation. You will realize that people look at you differently and you will feel differently about yourself because that's how we think of ourselves, how people look at us. Get a sick car, just drive around a beach town for the weekend and have an unreal time. I'm gonna do it this summer. I'm making you a promise that I probably won't fulfill. I am doing one weekend this summer. I'm going to get a dope vintage car. I'm not quite sure what kind yet. Perhaps a Chevelle? Or a Mustang? I don't know. But I'm going to get one this summer. You should too. Every trip is backed by liability insurance. Terms, conditions, and exclusions do apply. Find your drive. Forget boring rental cars. Turo.com.
Well, she won't be, I don't know, going up and down the East Coast on I-95. That's going to be a fucking shit show.
What?
For months, they said.
And so a overpass collapsed in Philly?
Like an oil tanker exploded, which then I think caused overpass to.
It lit on fire. It was on fire underneath it, like in an inferno.
Jet fuel doesn't melt steel beams.
for a while. And then it
the video I
collapsed.
saw was like a crazy, like big black smoke and big flames like coming up and over. And then this was before it collapsed. Like the people drove through it and they were like, holy shit. And I think like moments later it collapsed in. Did you see the video of the guy who they interviewed about it?
Oh, yeah.
I was passed out. I mean, that accent was so good. And just to be like, I was fucking like passed out. Like, you know, you're on an interview with the news or whatever. He was like, oh yeah, I was fucking like, you know,
Those
in a coma. I was in my
kind of
fentanyl
things.
coma. I couldn't fucking.
Yeah.
I didn't hear about the overpass collapsing.
passed out is a funny thing. 'Cause I'll say I passed out.
It could mean a bunch of different
And
things. It could mean I was
didn't-
sleepy, took
I
a nap.
actually start
Could mean,
saying I knocked out.
Yeah.
When I fell asleep.
because pass out is
Passed
like
out usually implies a substance.
Yeah.
I'm like, I fucking knocked out. My bad.
Yeah.
But like,
him.
usually when I say passed out, I usually just mean I fell asleep.
Yeah. But that
the-
guy, you definitely are thinking, you know.
I saw someone say, and it made me realize that like the regional accent is going. It's going the way of the dodo bird.
Interesting.
Because
'Cause, like, the internet?
TV,
Yeah,
like, you know,
yeah.
it's more and more rare. You know, the pockets where these accents exist, they're getting smaller and smaller, tighter and tighter.
Interesting.
That when you find someone like that, it's like put him in a museum.
Seriously,
Right?
like
Like-
record that voice and
Right.
keep it there for. That'll be. Remember when they did that? That became the meme, the mummy voice, where they thought they could recreate the
Yes,
mummy's voice.
yeah.
We need to you know, 100 years from now, you go to a museum and you press play and you hear the fucking Delco accent. And you're like, holy shit, these creatures used to talk like this. These fucking dirt balls. But I mean, 95 is kind of a disaster as is. I can't even imagine the shit show in that area. If you commute to and from work and you get on 95 and the trucking and the, you know, delivery, all that shit.
I think it's gonna take months. Why take?
I saw something.
Just do it.
I saw something that said like, meanwhile in other countries, and they had like a time lapse video of, I think it was France, where they just like in a night. It said Friday night, and it was like time lapse from like Friday to Sunday. They like fixed the whole fucking thing, like built the whole bridge. So I don't know if it's, you know, America or I you know, I don't want to get tinfoil hat about that, but we're hearing enough about trains derailing and fucking highways exploding now. I'm like, what's going on with the infrastructure? Something's going on here. I don't
That
know why
was
this one
the,
little strip of Philly is such a problem, but you know.
Gotta go through all this red tape. Get rid of the red tape. Turns out the red tape was keeping things together.
So 95's fucked. Shout out to all the
But then
dirtbags in
also the
Philly.
red table then is what makes it forever to put it back together.
Right.
Right. So it's like without it, it breaks. With it, it takes 6 months to build.
right.
What are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do? These fucking over across the pond over in England, these fucking British guards passing out.
Bro.
I was in hysterics when the one dude was face down. I'm talking nose on the pavement, and then when they run out with the little World War I cots.
Yeah.
And then as they're picking one up, another one goes by in the background. I just have this vision of just like traffic, like two-way traffic of dead bodies. That was a rehearsal.
Oh, that was a rehearsal?
That wasn't even the real thing.
Dude,
They're doing a parade for the king, which in my mind isn't even a real thing. Like if you are, I know that's like their version of military, so you know they're brainwashed. They're part of a cult. But if you do that to yourself, if you like pass yourself out because you're in your furry hat and you're like, I gotta play the trombone for the fucking king, you're an asshole. And if you don't help somebody, you're an asshole. And if you do all of that for a rehearsal, I would be like, okay, conductor, I'll do it right tomorrow, but it's 120 degrees. So this is just a walkthrough, right?
You know I'm 50 years old, right? I've been doing it for 30 years. I'll just do it.
We'll be good.
It's the same song,
Yeah.
man. It's the same.
It's never, we just walk and we play. It's fun. We're good.
The,
You are an asshole if you do that for someone.
I like how, like, down in Death Valley, LSU football now has air-conditioned helmets. Meanwhile, the British guards still got to wear.
Let's put on our fur hats.
Put on the same thing Luke Skywalker used to stay alive inside a fucking kangaroo.
The amount of people, by the way, you know, in the military, we know not to lock our knees. We know to do this and that. Same thing. All the California people last week. Try living in California where our air sucks all the time. I'm like, congratulations. It sucks for you always. Like, whatever, dude. Fuck off. Those guys, though. Some of those pictures. Oh my god,
Dude.
I was.
I watched it and I was just like, been there, man. Like I've been there a million times.
What do you mean,
bro? Just you're at a party, you fucking knock out for a little bit. Party keeps going on. You get up, they go, you good? I'm fucking good. Then some fucking couple of ladies come in. Let's go to bed. I'm fucking fine.
That really was the little
babe,
medical team that came
why
in.
don't we go to bed? Why don't you fucking let the men talk around the fire?
Give me your keys, babe. I'm driving home. I'm fine.
You've been asleep for 45 minutes. You think maybe it's bedtime? I think we're just getting to the fucking bottom of some good stuff over here.
What I need is another beer and for you to shut the fuck up.
Bro, I've had the cot brought out to me many a time.
Metaphorical and maybe in some cases literal cot
But,
is so fucking funny.
I had the fucking warrior mentality. Is that you take that, turn around. I'm all set. What I need is a fucking lighter for my cigar.
Dude, that is so funny. You do have the uncanny ability. Like I think it was last year we were at your house, and you were starfished on the tennis court.
Yeah.
And I was like, I think he should probably like go to bed. And everyone was like, no, he's fine. He's fine. And you woke up like 20 minutes later and you outlasted me by like several hours. Like, you're just like, I'm good. The cots though are so fucking funny. Like if you are a part of the Royal British Guard or whatever it's called and you get cotted off, that's got to be like the biggest stain on you and your family's name. Like, I
After
can't
that,
even
you'll be
imagine.
Harry and Meghan's butler.
Yeah. You get kicked out of the fucking country. We were like right after we put out last week's episode was the Zion news. So Zion's knocking up porn stars and getting aired out by his baby mamas or soon to be baby mamas, and I guess it's just a different lifestyle of like fly out culture and multiple women and all that. But that Snapchat of just being like negotiating, being like, so tell me how much you expect me to be paying you once you move to New Orleans is fucking crazy.
Oh, I didn't see. That's the thing. I'd like you to educate me a little bit because I've seen snippets here and there. I haven't really read many articles, but I definitely know Mariah Mills. I definitely know her, and I definitely know she's going off a little bit. But like from what I see, and this might even be like I might not even have a unique take. This might be the overwhelming opinion. He's done nothing wrong.
No,
right?
no.
Okay.
It's just like you're stupid for like, I don't know, getting fucking caught up with chicks and having you clearly are picking women who are quick to air you out and all this sort of shit. You're fucking porn. Anytime you fuck a porn star.
Yeah,
it's gonna
dude.
be-
I wish I picked better women too. What do you want me to tell me? Those are the ones who would fuck me.
I saw a guy being like, this is a phenomenal like case study in exactly what you should not, what other people should not do, but probably will.
Yeah.
Like kind of like you're not. A lot of people like throwing stones or judging when you're not in the position of having like multiple porn stars throwing themselves out. I think Mariah Mills is like a porn star. I think the other girl was like an OnlyFans girl, or like I think they're both involved in fucking on camera. I guess one is pregnant. The other one was like, I'm late, so you better hope.
didn't know that.
She was like, yeah, you better hope I'm not pregnant because I'm late right now. And he invited both of them to come live in New Orleans, which is, that's what I'm just saying. Like, it's just such a different world where you'd be like, I'm like fucking all these girls in different cities. And I guess this is where I think you can maybe blame him a little bit, where it's just like, what are you going to invite? It's like inviting all your girlfriends to the party.
Yeah.
Because the one girl was like, what did you think was going to happen? Like her tweet was like, did you think I was not going to find out about this? Like you're
That was the
inviting
goal.
Yeah.
It was either that one of us were gonna die. Was really what I was hoping for.
Yeah, it's like yeah, clearly I was trying to juggle you and I fucked it, like it didn't work.
I saw that was like how you spit in my mouth. First of all, Mariah Mills, let's fucking chill out with for your first date. But
like standard, baby, standard.
She's like, oh, you spit in my mouth. You like you were fucking other girls. It's like, yeah, I didn't think you were gonna find out about each other.
Clearly.
Why didn't you tell me you had a girl's pregnant? Because it would have been awkward.
Yeah, because I would have been in trouble.
Right?
I don't want to get in trouble. That's why.
Like I assume you're fucking other guys too. Don't tell me.
Yeah,
That's-
don't ask, don't tell.
Really, all I've seen are like her tweets being quote tweets and stuff like that, and everything she says. No, don't get me wrong. She obviously sees popularity. I'm sure she's way up the Pornhub charts, and she's marketing herself as she probably should expect her to, and she probably should. But like, I'm like, what is she even talking about?
Yeah.
What like? It wasn't like we were married. It wasn't.
No,
like,
there's no like official cheating. There's no consent issues. It sounds like if one girl is pregnant, like I think, there's no like I'm not paying child support or anything. It's just like I think some people view it as distasteful, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah.
I think people look at it like as, Zion's been a little bit of a bust. He's being viewed as like the next fucking generational talent. He hasn't been that. Now it's like you're clearly a little reckless with your dick and you get clowned.
Who the fuck? Who is
Yeah.
Who is...
You were going to say wreckful?
I wasn't going to say anything, Kevin. Who uses their penis in a good way?
Responsible?
Responsible is a good word. Smart guy.
Do you think we ever would have landed there? No.
Dude,
Responsible. That's an SAT word for you.
I've been watching
Responsible.
the NBA Finals tonight, seen a Captain Morgan's commercial. Like, drink responsibly. There it is. There it is.
That was the one. I wonder if do you have enough smarts or do you have enough people on your team to be like, don't fuck those girls. Like, fuck these kind of girls. Like, avoid, you know what I mean? Because to me, it's like, you never know a girl's crazy until she does it.
Yeah.
It's like, I thought you were normal, and then you aired me out on the internet. What'd you want me to do? I didn't see that coming. If I did, I wouldn't have been with her.
Yeah, it would have been a different thing.
Like, I guess it's like you should have seen some signs or like whatever. It's like, I guess, usually people are like, if they fuck crazy, they are crazy. It's like, I don't know. I was rolling dice. I was hoping they weren't, Like, clearly I was trying to
I
challenge-
talk stupid. I'm not that stupid. It's just like you can do two things sometimes. This I feel like is a good time to bring up something that I've been thinking about the other day.
Oh boy.
So I went to a museum and I went to see an artist, Hokusai. And you actually all know him. He is the Great Wave is his major piece of art. It's the wave emoji on the phone.
Oh.
And I was just kind of going through the.
Is he a real artist in addition to emojis, or that's what he does?
Oh, he's in like the 1800s. They just use that as the emoji.
The hand?
No, the wave, like the wave. There's a wave.
The wave. I was like, wait, what?
No, like the ocean.
Yes. Okay, I've seen that. Yeah.
And so I was looking at some of his work, and there's one. Was it the Mansion of the Plates? Is a woman coming out of a well, and she's got plates that turn into like on the bottom of her spirit deal, and it explains that this isn't like an interpretation of art. This is just something next to it. I explained that in all Japanese art, ghosts are almost exclusively women. And then I learned that there's something called a Hanya mask, and it's supposed to resemble a woman who's it's like something that's passed around. A woman who's so overcome with negative energy that's what it represents. And then that made me think of like
Got a couple Hanyas
banshees,
for you.
which are screaming women who forebode danger. And I was thinking of all this, staring at this painting, and I was like, it's a stereotype and it's a trope and all this stuff, but it's been going on for thousands and thousands of years.
Something's up here.
Do you know what we call stereotypes that have been going on for thousands of years? We call them facts.
Truth. Yeah.
We call
Stereotypes exist.
1 plus
for a
1 plus
fucking-
equals 2 is the stereotype. It's just fucking.
Math is just a stereotype. No, it's a fact.
I was like, it's been going on for this long?
Yo.
I know. I don't. You don't call
listen,
great like.
the sirens with Odysseus.
Sirens are good.
Odyssey,
I was hoping for a third example. There it is.
Like it's never a fucking. It's never a man who like manipulates you through sex and then ruins your life. It's always chicks, man. It's always you guys. That's when people are like,
Jackie, any comment?
Sorry.
Yeah.
no, she doesn't
No,
count.
you're good.
She doesn't count. People are
Bro,
always,
how do you not hear what we're saying? Like, we're saying some pretty fucking offensive shit.
I think
right
we're
now. You're
learning.
just tuned out.
We've learned this for the last couple weeks. Every time we've asked them for to weigh in on the podcast, they just go, "Oh wait, no, we're not listening.
We're not listening.
We're not listening."
It's
Like-
working.
We're so loud and shit though. Like they just the other
Bro,
day.
we're over here like, fucking women suck. Jackie, like, what'd you say?
Oh, I didn't even know you guys were talking. But listen, if it walks like a duck, talks like a duck,
It's probably got a
fucks
Henya
like
mask
a duck.
on.
Yeah, it's
Wait, I
it's-
actually wrote down. I want to see exactly what the mask is called. It's
Hannya.
yeah, Hanya. I don't know the pronunciation of it.
I was gonna say, does that matter? Like, you can spell it and say it.
I did not
lost.
write it down.
Did you
phonetically.
look them up or see photos of Hannya masks?
I mean, there were
I'm just
some
picturing,
on
like,
the wall.
geisha
I saw like
looks.
one or two on the wall.
What do they look like?
Oh no.
Like horrifying.
Yeah. That's what they look like.
Yeah, I'm sure they're hot, and you fuck them, and then they turn into that. And you're like, ah! I didn't think they were going to turn into that monster. What do you want me to tell you? Sorry. Zion's like,
I
sorry.
think she had a Twitter account.
Did you see what fucking Freddie Gibbs' girl did to him? It was like a month ago. She, similar thing, like a kind of a threatening tweet, like you spit in my mouth. I let you spit in my mouth and da da da. She was like, I can't believe like you would talk like that about me publicly when I've got pictures of your asshole.
Oh, Freddie Gibbs' asshole?
Yeah. And then
Oh,
people,
that's some rowdy shit.
and then and then people started calling it his stink star, and they were like, "Bro, your stink star's out there on the internet. Like, you better
Dude.
be careful what you say." And like,
Freddie Gibbs
I
is a
can't-
rapper, right?
Yeah, like that is a hard thing to like shake, and you're in the rap world, and you're supposed to be like tough and cool and shit. And then it's like, yo, your girl's gonna put your asshole on the internet.
Dude,
like that.
I've
I
done-
can't think of anything more. I'd rather you put out like actual. If I had like actual skeletons on my closet, like I was a violent person or like bad, committed crimes, I would rather like that than you put pictures of me like showing my asshole to the camera.
But let's pop this on the list here. Tornado's never gonna kill me. There's one more. I forget what it was. I made a promise. I promise you,
No one will have.
dear listener, you'll never see my asshole. like, not fucking never.
chance.
You might
Not
see my
never.
dick one day. There are people who could put that out there. You might see my dick. You might see me naked. I don't know. I think the laws have gotten pretty strict on that, but it's possible. You could see me naked one day. You're not gonna see my booty hole. That's a fucking problem. Bro, what was his girl like? Was he just like? I'm just picturing him like before you go into jail, like, oh god, I'm just.
Or like imagine like a rapper like
Yeah. Oh
it's
man,
just-
bro, it's one thing to see an asshole. It's another thing is the soles of the feet in the shot.
it's equally weird that I can see the back of your knees right now, as opposed to, I mean, that is like, yo, if you get down like that, and you do
Freddie Gibbs, you a freak.
you do some freaky shit, and then you do some freaky shit on camera, like, okay, but like, goddamn, that is tough to know that is like having the nuclear codes. That girl has her finger on the fucking trigger, just like, you sure you want to say that? Boom.
Bro, I
That
got
is
fixing your
tough.
ass.
That is fucking scary, dude.
Damn, man.
A couple more here on 1 Minute Man, then we'll get it to voicemails real quick. The new power couple, this was also last week. Bill Murray and Kelis is insanity. That's crazier than the aliens. Like, if you would have told me, like, yeah, I have an alien in this room right now, you can talk to him about the spacecrafts, or over here, Bill Murray and Kelis are going to be fucking. I'd be like, well, one of those is ridiculous. Like, that is nuts. They, and the article said, like, that, like, Bill Murray, like, saw her in concert and was, like, taken by her. And then they said that they, like, shared, like, a trauma bond. They said they had, like, similar bereavement was the article in the post. So, like, I don't know, they both had somebody die and, like, connected on that, and they've been, like, smitten kittens with each other, and they're, like, traveling around to each other's business and fucking, and they said, like, they're not, like, exclusive. Yeah. Everyone's still single, but they are seeing each other.
They're not exclusive until she finds out Bill Murray got someone else pregnant. Motherfucker, I let you spit in my mouth.
We're going to see Bill Murray's asshole soon. I mean, that is, like, I can't think of anything.
Dude, you know what's funny?
Kelis is, like... She married Nas. She was like Jay-Z, like during like the Jay-Z and Nas beef. I think he like insinuated he fucked Kelis.
Oh,
like,
I didn't know anything.
like,
I just
yeah.
know it was milkshake.
Yeah, no, and she has gone at Beyonce hardcore. Like
What? Oh,
it
I
was
thought she was like a Disney Channel.
No.
Rock
She's
star.
pretty like gangster. I think it was Nas and Kelis versus Jay-Z and Beyonce. It was kind of like the couples almost.
Oh,
so
I
she was like,
didn't know
"Fuck
that.
Beyonce, she's like a fraud," and Nas was like, "Fuck Jay-Z." So, and then it gets really dark. I think she like accused Nas of like being like an abusive husband. There's all sorts of shit. But like, so all of that, and then she's like, "Fucking Carl Spackler from Caddyshack." Like, what?
Dude, my favorite part of it is that
Or I don't know. Is he Carl Spackler? I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah,
Caddyshack.
yeah,
Is that yeah?
the like Bill Murray is almost like a Tyson Zone type guy, where
You
like
believe
everyone's got a Bill Murray story.
Mhm.
He used to come to Newport a lot, so like people you talk to anyone who like did a summer in Newport, they'll tell you Bill Murray like came and partied at their apartment, all that shit. You hear any Bill Murray story, like I think he always did stuff like there's a Bill Murray story like he went up to like fucking someone at a restaurant and just started eating off their plate and walked away. Like, no one's gonna believe this. Something
Right.
like that.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah. I
there's
actually
one-
think he almost jumped the shark.
I agree.
At some point,
Where-
yeah.
and
This
there's-
almost kind of brought me back in, where it's like you're really walking the walk. If you're still
that's
out
what
here
I'm saying.
doing it.
There was one where he just started like someone was like in an elevator in a hotel in Vegas, and he just started wrestling in the elevator, and then the elevator got to the floor, and he just walked off. Bill Murray did wild shit,
Yeah.
and everyone was like, "Ah, it's classic Bill Murray." And then he started dating Kelis, and everyone was like, "This can't be real." Like, now,
There, we gotta draw the line somewhere.
no, all right,
Yeah.
that one. Everyone believed Bill Murray stories for 20 years, going,
And
that's
not
old
this
Bill.
one.
Like,
That's
nah.
gotta be that's gotta be cool for him though, because when you reach a point where you can do wild shit and nobody reacts,
Yeah.
and you're like, I finally
Yeah.
garnered a reaction
I
again.
gotta say the N word or something. I gotta get
I mean,
Give me the first of the month lyrics.
Do you think Kelis just like rocks his world? Like, he's 73. I think she's 43, which is like 30 years is a lot. Don't get me wrong, but it's not like she's like 20. I
When
don't know.
I
She's
saw
like a
the
woman.
four, I
like,
went, okay.
yeah, it's not as
I
crazy.
thought she was younger too.
But like, it's more the culture clash. You know? I'm
Yeah.
Like, what do you guys talk about? You know? What is Bill Murray like? Crazy. So, but I don't know. Good for him. I don't know if it's great for her. You know? Like, I don't think you go home bragging to your girls like I'm fucking Bill Murray.
Dude, I
It's like you do it for the story, but I bet that's a stinky dick.
anytime you can start a story with, you're never gonna believe who I fucked.
Yeah,
It's a
that's
good
true.
story.
That's true. The Vanderpump saga continues. I really
can't
closely
believe-
follow it.
I was listening.
The legs that this
Oh,
thing
yeah.
has.
The
The reunion was like a month ago.
I was taken aback when it was an episode last week.
Yep.
I think I just heard someone say there's a new episode this week.
Well, I think they were dying, and they have this, and for some reason it's taken. Like, there's cheating scandals everywhere on every show.
I don't understand.
This one has. I think that guy is so unlikable. He looks like a villain in like a movie, and everyone's kind of hated him for like a decade, but without really having a reason. And now they had their fucking reason.
It's like, it's
But
like
I'll
he
say
cheated.
this.
Like,
I'll say
right?
this, and it was like really shitty cheating. It was like his wife, or like his basically like wife partner. Like, they're not formally married, I don't think, but like lived together for like 10 years. And this girl that fucked him was like down and out. And his wife like took her in and was like, "You can stay with us, and I'll like help you." And while it was happening, fuck. So like some really sordid details. But if I'm not mistaken, those two originally got together cheating.
Yeah.
His wife fucked him when he was in a relationship. So it's like all you guys are at this Hollywood fucking restaurant looking for clout and looking for
Restaurant.
sex. Sir is like where the Lisa Vanderpump owns this restaurant called Sir, and they were all bartenders and waitresses. That was the show. That was the premise. Like,
Oh, okay.
we all work
I thought
together
it
and we all
was
fuck
a
each
reality
other.
show.
It is,
is.
but
Yeah.
but it's they work at the restaurant in real life, and then they did.
I gotta go to work.
Well, not anymore. Like, but in the beginning, they were all like waitresses, bar backs, hostesses, and they were fucking each
How
other.
long was that for? Bro, if I was on a reality show and it's just me at work,
I think
I'd be furious.
I think that was probably like one season.
Oh, okay.
No,
Right?
I'm on
Like-
season 5. They're still working.
I think they
there.
would go to the restaurant and like.
Yo, well, it's season
Imagine that you're, like,
5
cleaning
of
up
a popular
tables.
TV show. They're like, motherfucker, go bust table 7. I'm like, are you kidding me? I got a vodka. This is nuts.
That is a good point, because they did need to keep up the I think like the appearance of like this is. Well, you know what they did
How
was
many episodes of my podcast listens get? Like, this is crazy.
the original thing was it was a restaurant that the housewives used to go to,
Yeah.
the Real Housewives of Orange County.
Lisa Vanderpump's one of the housewives,
And-
and she owns.
And one
Sir.
of the episodes like it was like Wizard of Oz, like they just like you were watching the Housewives, and then all of a sudden it just shifted to like the waitresses and the bartenders became the focus of the episode.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
And yeah, like Chrissy Teigen, when all this shit popped off, Chrissy Teigen had a tweet that was like, the real ones remember when we were watching the season finale of Real Housewives of Orange County, and we all said, what the fuck is going on right now? And then a whole new world like opened up to us.
That's
and, like,
pretty cool.
Yeah, it was like they kind of Trojan horse this whole show. But it was like in the dumps, and now they have their thing and they're squeezing it all out. But everyone is so appalled. But I'm like, you did the fucking same shit.
Yeah.
So, it's like, I don't know. The only thing I did think was funny was that they had that one girl 100 yards away because of the restraining order during the.
Oh, I knew someone was in a trailer.
She was in
I
a
didn't know
trailer.
why.
That's fucking gangster. Like she was just sitting there, like reacting, like she was supposed to be there, but she couldn't. So,
Yeah.
Dude,
I mean,
saw
but it's all
that.
so. It's like
I didn't know why she was in the trailer.
we are talking about like who's the biggest asshole of the assholes.
Yeah.
It's like so really, but I don't know. Are we gonna talk about this forever? Like
the trailer
we got
too-
aliens to talk about. People, stop talking about Sandoval.
The trailer too was funny because they did have her. They brought her on at one point, but they had to have Sheena leave because she was the one being sued. Although in the middle of it, it says that she's dropping the restraining order. So it's like
That would be funny. Like the glass breaks and she can come 100 yards within you. Like
Yeah.
the restraining order ends at midnight. She comes running.
But yeah,
We had one of those
They have,
girls
like,
on the
a
show. Do you
spot.
remember?
No.
We had, I think maybe Kirsten Doubt.
Kirsten rings a bell. Did like you have a crush on her, or Trent
Wait,
had a
you
crush on
Kristen
her?
Doty on?
What?
Did you say you had Kristen Doty on?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, so she's the one that Tom Sandoval was dating and then cheated on to go to
Even
Ariana.
like I'm someone who obviously is disconnected from this, and I have seen the clips. The two clips I saw from like last week, I can't understand the appeal of, like, I saw the clip of the girl being like, I think Dave tweeted the video of like, this is the girl who did the cheating, not got cheated on, and it's the most fake crying you'll ever see in the history of your life. Like I can't, like, how could I can't watch that.
both the people that were like the center of the scandal like were notoriously fake crying.
But like,
It
so
was-
like, how do you watch that?
It was everyone else calling them out and being like, "Fuck you, this is fake bullshit."
But I mean, like, I would just go, this is fake, and I change the channel. Like, it was so offensively fake. Where like, it would almost be like if you were fighting with a significant other and they started doing that, you'd be like, what do you do? Why are you fake crying? Like, it would take you out of the argument. And be like, why are you fake crying right now?
I mean, they're all of it. I think is fake and phony. That
But
I
it's so like, but you know,
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
all those reality shows are fake. But this is so clearly fake that it takes you out of the fact that you're even allowing yourself to be immersed in this fake world. It's like, it's just, this is just fake.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess if you to them, it's like wrestling. It's like it's real to me.
But a
you know
bad
what I mean?
wrestler would take you out of like the belief that it,
right,
like, you'd be like,
right.
oh, this guy sucks.
Well, I will say that the reunion shit I saw, those people fucking like hate each other. I don't know if like if maybe they're at the end of the day they're all like, we're making money, so like fuck it,
Yeah.
we're not really sad. But they seem to like spit venom at each other. That I'm like, if you guys are
Even that,
in-
I
in
saw
on
like
it.
the how dare he say that. I saw the clip of Sandoval saying like, yeah, we fucked with the shirt on. I was like,
I didn't see
Why is
that
that
one.
so
what
evil?
what I
Is that,
thought was
like-
real was like he tried to apologize and like muster up some fake tears, and right away some guy was like, "This is fucking bullshit," and I was like, "That's how I would react." Like
Yeah,
I
yeah.
wouldn't be like, "Okay, I'm gonna wait for my turn." I'd be like, "God, this is fucking crazy," right? Like so some of that, but yeah, I mean, I don't know. These people are all fucking.
I will say, going back and rewatching it from like the beginning right now, it is some of the most entertaining reality TV. Like back in the day, they were letting it fly, and I think a lot of the people on that I heard have been canceled since. So I'm excited to get to that point. But
I'm. You know what it was too? Stassi was on that show, and she's like this blonde chick who was like she at her peak was like one of the biggest villains in reality TV
she's
ever.
prime reality TV.
She said
She's
something like
unbelievable.
she has a quote about the devil that says something like the devil wakes up and is afraid of me or something like that, and it was like what the fuck. But now she's like a family woman and like is like removed herself from that. But when she was in her shit, she was like fucking hardcore. I'm trying to find out. Maybe was Sheena. What's her name? Sheena. I was about to say Sheena Shaw.
I thought it makes sense.
And I was about to say
a little slip.
I was about to say Sheena Shaw was on KFC Radio, and I was like, but I can't find like. I know we had someone on the show.
Bro, I saw an interview with Sheena Shaw once, where it was like a pre-porn interview, and she was just like,
wait, sorry. In searching for this, I found a headline you wrote about a blog for one of our episodes. KFC doesn't think that gay dudes culturally appropriated gayness from the Greeks because KFC is dumb.
Right.
But yeah, no, wait, Sheena Marie?
Wait, did you guys have... Oh, no, that's...
Who's
Chicks.
Sheena Marie?
Sheena Marie might be Sheena. Her last name's changed a few times.
Okay,
Dude,
I think
that's
that
one
was
of
it.
I stand by that take strong.
But I didn't think that. The Greeks invented putting your dick in the man butt, not the gays. That's not even for debate.
That was just
debate.
the fucking tough ass Greek dudes did that shit.
I bet you say that lie like in here. You know, being gay wasn't being gay back in the day. It was being a man. Back before Jesus came down and started telling everyone that being gay was a super no. Gay sex was just dude stuff. It was called a wrestling match. In fact, having intercourse with women was considered to be pussy shit. That's where the slanderous term "you're a fucking pussy" was invented. In ancient Greece, you bang vaginas, you're a fucking pussy. You're not a man, you're a pussy fucker. Milo of Croton famously said that in 708 BC. Again, I'm not offering opinions on this blog, I'm just stating facts. Luckily, I was there to point that out to Kevin. He's still under the wrong impression that those guys were gay, but that's his journey to acceptance that he has to embark on. I can only give him the directions. Gay guy stole being gay from the Greeks who used to bang dudes back when men were men. Oh, man, we were so funny back then. That is such a funny fucking blog. That is so funny. There was a little precursor to the whole thing. It said, Kevin's a pretty smart guy, but like all smart men, they have a weak spot, a mental vulnerability where they just don't know what the hell they're talking about. Kevin's is gayness. Luckily for him, I've got a pretty good grasp on the matter, as my place on the Kinsey scale is as fluid as the weather. A light breeze and a nice pair of slacks could send me spiraling at any moment. That was in the year of our Lord 2017. That was actually not even that long ago, but fuck. I mean, I guess that is kind of long ago now, but shit, that is funny. Sheena Shea, it's got to be her, but how funny.
No, that's her.
Had I known, Vanderpump would have, I don't know. I wish, maybe we could find, maybe we have some good quotes from her. Who knows? Yeah. What if she was like, I think that guy Tom's fucking that other. Okay. Last thing, there's this video going viral of this guy just doing a day in the life of him. He wakes up, he goes to work, he goes to the gym, he hangs out, and it's got like 100 million views on Twitter. And a lot of people are like, this is so sad. This life is so bleak. A lot of people are like, this life looks great and I wish I had it. It's apparently this is this guy's thing. He just does regular ass videos on TikTok. This is, there needs to be more of this. Like, again, when you graduate college, this should be like your final at college should be this video and be like, brace yourself. This is it. Yeah. Like, this is what you're going to do probably for the next at least like 10 years. If you're lucky, and then 1% of you will find something cool and go on to do something different than this. Another 1% of you will like become like crack addicted assholes and die, and then the other 98% are just gonna do this and buckle the fuck up.
And some days this sucks, and some days it's great.
Yeah, like right now he's playing with his dog. It looks awesome. He goes to the gym and eats leftover Jersey Mike's not that great, and You know what this guy has? Like so many people do this, and this is actually all they do. This guy also has a passion and seems to be a bit of a knack for being creative in editing. So he has the hobby. Most people don't even have a hobby. Yeah. Right.
He's got a pretty strong hobby. And I think the thing with this, Pat, can you pop the music on for me real quick?
like this is a pretty good video.
right, but it's a great video.
Put the fucking the camera in the fridge.
Yeah,
Like, you know,
so he has his
the
hobby.
ASMR. That's terrible pour.
You learn. I think it was someone like film class. They made them watch like just pause it, Paz. Whatever. Some space movie, Space Odyssey 5000, 3000, whatever it's called, and
Odyssey 2001.
2001,
Yeah.
and made a film class watch it with no sound, no score, and you see
And it was,
what
like, terrible?
music adds to
Yeah,
the
yeah,
thing.
yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah, that music you're talking about.
Yeah.
yeah. And the sounds and all that.
Paz, restart it for me. Yep. And no music though.
What are you gonna play, you asshole? Going to work. Open that Dell computer, baby. Yeah. Spreadsheets. Okay. Yup. Look at my dog. That's my dog. We in the building. We're in the motherfucking building. Let's go. Lunch snack. Jersey Mike's. That's so fucking true, man. It's so good. Fucking, what is this guy's name? Hubs is in the building.
It's like really good.
It's look at him. He's at the gym. Fucking. Get home. I mean, perfect. Look at the dog dancing. And not with different crews. We got different. Look at him grabbing a fucking drink. Hell yeah. The crack. Yo, life is great. This guy's a fucking baller. His life is incredible. Tell the friends that it's time to go. Perfect. The exact amount of a Drake verse.
20 almost perfectly syncs.
I mean, that was remake that right now for TikTok. That is such a great point, man. You just change the fucking scope of the lens of it all. Put the music behind it. I mean, that's like they've been doing that for years on the internet, where they like remake. They make a children's movie look like a horror movie by the way that it's cut.
Yeah,
and shit like that.
right.
You could do that with anything.
It's
They
like
made
what
The Shining look like a fucking happy.
It's kind of
family.
like a perfect bookend. You can do the opening scene of The Whale with
fucking
can do it
comedy. You can do-
hysterically. But I mean, that's anything with depression and comedy. It's just the way you tell it.
Yup.
And that can be really sad. Or it can be really funny.
You've said that a few times recently. I think that's your manifesto.
But
That like, because when Nate wouldn't tell the burrito story and you're like, shut up, and you're like, funny stories are depressing stories.
You
It's
can tell
just
them
all
on
in how you tell them. And I think that is a pretty novel thought, to be honest. I don't think I've really ever heard that articulated so like obviously, but that might be your legacy. Depression's funny.
Hysterical.
It's fucking hilarious.
Yeah,
Like
you could-
life's hardships are awesome because they're good stories. That my friends that's how you make that life. That video becomes cool with that song. That's your life. It becomes cool when you just make it cool.
Yeah.
That's why originally I was like, my job sucks, but my life out of work was awesome. That was when I was my happiest. It wasn't anything crazy, but it was like I went out like every night, happy hour and dates and hanging out with my friends, like. And I was like, I'm making sure that all the money I make, I spend and I'm happy. Because this shit sucks, but I'm going to make my life outside of it awesome. And that's how you got to fucking live life.
I also feel like it's like that's like a lot of girls have the same day in life, but they're just like lighting candles like in between. Like there's just more like aesthetic stuff, but it's like just like less candles.
Throw candles, bro.
Guys are just chicks with no candles. That's the only difference. That's the only fucking difference. All right, voicemails, and then we got the roast. This is going to be a long fucking episode.
Yeah, dude. I mean, we did our classic thing, walking down after the meeting. Like,
Just be a
we
quick
can just
one.
knock a quick one out.
Yeah,
Like, we'll do 3 things, quick 1 minute, man. 2 hours. Voicemails are brought to you by Pirate Water. Pavs and Jackie just went to the Governor's Ball this weekend. They were raging with all of the pirates, all the swashbucklers. It is the drink of the summer for partiers and ragers. It comes in Bahama Mama. It comes in Miami Vice. It comes in Margarita. It comes in Bahama Mama, Miami Vice, Margarita. Sex on the Beach. I always forget Sex on the Beach. I don't know why. It's probably because I don't have much of it. I do like drinking it, though. It's the ultimate start to your weekend. I've said before, it is for partiers, it's for ragers, it's for fucking everybody. I got a buddy who just drinks them. He's got 2 kids and a wife. He drinks one in the shower, drinks one at dinner. He says that's how he spends his night every night. Go to drinkpiratewater.com, find Pirate Water at a location near you, or you can order it on GoPuff. You've seen Bert Kreischer drink it. You've seen Whitney Cummings drink it. I forget who else we've had. Jay Farrell's come on and been like, what the hell is this? This is delicious. It is awesome. drinkpiratewater.com. Find a location near you.
What's up, guys, gals, Jackie? Got a question for you guys. So last week, I went golfing, put on my headphones, my Beats, and when I was leaving, took the case, put it in my pocket, and then somehow ended up losing it on the mile-long drive. So I had one headphone in my ear, and the other ones in the case that were in my pocket that somehow just disappeared into the darkness. I have no idea where they went. But now I'm just left with just one Beat, which is the most inconvenient thing ever because you can't even charge it. And I've had to go back to these absolute trash headphones recently that don't fit my ear. I don't know how people actually use these. But
Dude,
my
fuck
question
this
is,
guy.
what is something that once you've upgraded to, you can't live without?
That's a great
Like,
question,
for me,
but
it's
a stupid example.
I don't know if I would say it's a stupid example. I won't say it's a great example. But in my, like, when I get into
Okay, cut him off.
when I get into my apartment, I have like a bowl of shit. And in that bowl, I have one Bose headphone, 2 left AirPods, and 1 Beat.
That's very funny. Dude, those the AirPods, and I mean that the Royal AirPods, whatever, that wireless
I actually might have
earbuds.
2 Bose headphones, but I lost the case, so I can't charge it.
The wireless earbud thing is a very good example of more technology is not always better.
It's
I mean, people say to me like you're so poor with your wires. Like, yes, okay, they do get tangled sometimes. The alternative to that is constantly losing them, constantly having them dead. Even the way they sit in your ear when you have wires, for whatever reason, holds them in better. When I put the regular ones in, they're falling out of my ears the whole time. To me, they're just not better. I would always rather have. And I guess you can just talk with those ones in, and the microphone's good enough. But I need the little fucking thing hanging there, and I'll even hold that closer to my mouth, even though you don't have to. I'm wire headphones, like probably till I'm dead. Like I'll do it for like 4, as long as I can still plug them in. As long as the iPhone doesn't, probably eventually they won't even let you plug them in. But if it's there, I could be 90 and I'll still be fucking rocking the wires. So fuck that.
It's actually a cool thing, I believe.
Yeah, it's kind of come back around.
Yeah,
like
I think you'll
like
find
I think it's almost like if you were to if you like draw a picture of me one day, you're like, oh, we got to make sure you got the wires in because he's always got the wire headphones. You know what I mean? But the question of what can't you go back to, this is too broad, but I just really always want to make sure people appreciate air conditioning. Like it's not even a good answer because it's like answering water. Like once I discovered oxygen and water, I can't go back. Air conditioning is like an inalienable right that we all deserve to have. But it's like there was a time, and not too long ago, really, when you think about it, that certain places you might have a window unit in your house here and there, but certain businesses might not have it, and certain places you stay at a friend's house, whatever, they don't have it. Like. Yeah, Europe. Yeah,
taxi drivers,
like
cab drivers.
I cannot live without it. I wouldn't even. I would not entertain going anywhere. Like if I found out you could book me a beautiful European trip, and you're like, yeah, but it's gonna be hot at night. I'm like, I'm not going. I'm not going.
I'm glad you brought us up because you are looking at.
Did you get an air conditioning?
New owner.
I was about to say, wait a minute. As I say this, a man sits before me living air conditionerless. You got an air conditioner?
Yesterday afternoon.
A unit, or like you got the thing fixed or something?
No, I just bought a new one.
Are we doing one with the tube
Yeah.
and upright?
Yep.
Okay, it's still ridiculous and poor, but okay.
I got bars on my window. I can't.
Oh, right, you can't do
yeah,
it. Okay, yeah. So you broke you because it's actually been cool.
It
But it's
was
still you get to like 75 at night. You're done
because guess what? Now I have to buy a comforter. I don't have a comforter.
because you've just been fucking laying.
It's just too. In the winter it gets too hot.
The unintended consequences of
Like, now
how
I'm
many
like,
blankets.
well, how am I going to sleep?
freezing.
I got 2 blankets off my couch last
John,
night.
we wake up. John's dead, froze himself. He doesn't have any fucking blankets in his little house.
Dude, I went to Home Depot yesterday, and I'm such a pussy that I wouldn't ask someone the question. So I just stood there on my phone waiting for someone in an orange apron to come up to me, and they didn't. So I left, but also it didn't look like they had what I needed anyway. They only had 2 sizes. It's on 23rd on 2 sizes, and they were both like for medium rooms. And I don't think my bedroom's a medium room. I think it's big. And so I was like, I don't think it's gonna work anyway. So I went across the street to PC Richards and Sons, which plays on a loop. In there.
Oh yeah, hell yeah!
And I mean, this guy was talking to me like I was
Like you're buying like a vintage car or
He's
something.
like, now these things is gonna
10,000
say,
BTUs.
It's gonna say 12,000 BTUs. You're gonna want to knock 2 off that because it's fucking bullshit. He's like,
Bro.
He's like, and what size is your bed? And you can walk around it, and you got bureaus because I don't know the outlay.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, right. And we're talking like fucking 2 guys.
Like, man, you know,
Right?
yeah.
And I was like, because I had the other one that I plugged in and it just didn't work. And I was like, and I didn't know how to set it up.
Yeah.
And I was like, but just to be clear, like all I care about here, this is just plug in and press power. And he's like, yup, that's it. I was like, that's it. Plug in, press. And he's like, yup. And I was like, he goes, actually, you know what? You are gonna need a screwdriver. And I go, do you sell screwdrivers here? And he's like, no, just any screwdriver. Like you just
like the one you have in your house.
I was like, no, do you sell them here though? And he's like a screwdriver is fine. Yeah, okay.
I know what you're saying.
I can't be more clear with this guy. Like a screwdriver.
He's probably thinking you mean drill. Or something. No. I know the device you speak of. I don't have them, and I haven't for many years.
I'm just moving. I don't know where it is.
Yeah.
I've lived there for 3 years. I'm just getting out of the box. I want to make sure I can sleep tonight, before I get to unpacking tomorrow.
For a decade. That's
I think I'm on year 4.
I know a screwdriver. I need to acquire one from you. It's fucking hilarious.
I was like, yeah, I'll find it. Stopped it. Went back across the street to Home Depot. But yeah,
some other good answers. Air
great.
conditioning. I would say
Remote control.
well, yeah,
Like,
yeah.
yeah.
Like the 5 things to me are like microwave, air conditioned, remote control, internet, and there's like another. I think like I said, elevators or something like that. Like you can't
big
go.
boy.
Yeah.
The-
I would think it would be tough to go back to regular ass TV now.
Yeah.
Just like you got to flip through the channels and find something that you like. We're pretty spoiled in that now.
Yeah.
Where it used to just be like, like the phrase "nothing's on TV" is not a thing anymore. We used to say that all the time. Nothing's on TV. Out of all the channels, like, I don't like the movies that are being
But it's
aired
almost
right now.
At the same time, it's almost harder to find something.
Yeah, in a
'Cause
weird
you
way,
have
you
so
can
many-
still say.
In fact, when I can't find something
I
to
don't
watch-
have any shows right now, or like, do you have any shows for me? But you're not like, there's nothing on,
When I can't find something to watch, I just put on Spectrum.
Do you?
I just go
You
watch
still put
TV.
on? So you have cable?
Yeah.
I actually don't have cable.
Yeah.
In this new house, I used to. This is how stupid. Like you ever look back on something that's like something you were so steadfast about, and you're like, it's so dumb. I remember being like, I cannot have the like 10 to 40 second delay on sports. Like I can't have that.
Yeah.
Like I'll be behind on my tweets, and then I like
15 seconds.
yeah, 15 seconds in the whole world. The amount of
is the
people that it
most,
takes
like-
your time to look at your phone and find the tweet. Like it's not, you know what I mean?
I went through
I remember
that
being like, I
with-
cannot have that.
with
What, you fucking narcissistic asshole?
because of the Bruins, so I would have to watch on the NHL app.
Yeah.
And like
The world's gonna know 15 seconds ahead of me.
I was like,
Can't
people are gonna yell at me that I'm not watching
Yes.
on time.
And
like,
now I'm just like, I don't
crazy.
fucking-
I ever gave a shit.
Totally.
about it.
Now that I've even gotten off Twitter like entirely when it comes to sports, I'm like, oh, it doesn't matter if I like saw it in real time at all. It doesn't matter if you know what I mean? Like I don't even, you don't need my opinion every second, let alone every literal second. You know what I mean? It's
No one's gonna see this anyway. No one uses
Yeah,
Zap.
right.
I might as well just text my mom.
I'm trying to think of any one like there's iPhones.
I find this to be the opposite.
You're finding a
think
lot of things that-
most of the things you think you can't live without, it's actually
you can
really
live
easy
without.
to.
Yeah, it's like you just have to like muster up the courage, if you will, to do it.
Yeah.
Where you're like, yeah, just.
Like, you think, I can't live without texting. I bet you can.
Would
I bet.
you say like, I know you're a heavy like pay with your phone and stuff. Do you care like, I don't know if you had to go back to your card or something like that, carrying around your wallet,
That
like
that
would that fuck with
that's
you?
a great one.
Yeah.
because it's.
I
actually
forgot my
funny.
wallet today, and I was like, fuck. And I was like, I called Nick and I was like, can I check into that interview without my ID? And he said yes. And then I was like, okay, wait, I don't need it for anything.
Yeah.
Never mind. We're good. But if it was taken away, I would have no problem going back to my wallet because I'm still like, I would say like 90-10. I still use my card. But for you, it might be.
It annoys me, particularly. I think it's a city thing. It's pretty urban that you
Can use your phone.
use the phone. But like when I go home, my parents and I'll
You're
like, it's just like this is gonna take an
Dude,
extra
you
10
know what?
seconds.
You know what
This is
does not
crazy.
take? I went to the other day. I was driving around after I fell in the well. I went to a Home Depot. I went to 2, potentially 3. No, I went to 2 Home Depots and a Lowe's. None of them let me pay with my phone. And then I was like, and all I had to do was go home and get my wallet because I had dropped the kids off at school. Didn't think I need my wallet. Realized I was going to run errands afterwards. Anyway. And then I was like, okay, I just refused to go back home and then make 2 trips. So I was like, okay, I'll go to the bank and just take out cash from the ATM with my phone. And I found like the one Chase Bank that wouldn't let me do it.
Oh.
So I struck out 4 fucking times. I was out for like an hour and a half trying to get the phone to work and I couldn't. And you would have thought I was like, we're living in the fucking Middle East. This is crazy. What are we living in the Stone Age here? Just get your fucking wallet, you dumb asshole. All right, next up. Is this Fun Fact Girl? Yep, let's go.
Hi, friends. I'm back. I heeded your word. I waited. I get it. I'm obnoxious.
No, it's
I
not at all.
understand. Anyways, etymological fun fact for y'all today. Actually, this is a double duty fun fact. First off, the etymology point. The term cracker originated by the sound of cattlemen and cowboys in the state of Florida cracking bull whips while they were rustling up cattle that had been left behind by the Spanish.
I've heard it.
The cows that are here are not native to this area. They were brought over by Spanish conquistadors, which is a fun word to say. So yeah, I do want to push the point that they were cracking whips for cattle, for cows. So yeah, and it would make a cracking sound when they would, the whole Indiana Jones thing. Anyways, and then the second part is cowboys originated in the state of Florida. So yeah, there you go.
I wouldn't have guessed that.
Okay.
I would not have guessed
Bye.
that one. I've heard the
Cracker.
from the whips of slave owners.
Mm.
I don't know if that's true. But I've heard that said before. Pretty fucked up. I used to think it was because we look like saltine crackers.
So did I.
But
It was just
I had heard
like,
the other
like
version as
dry. I
well.
thought it was like dry, white, boring
Yeah.
crackers.
Yeah,
That's what we are. That actually is more apropos than the actual, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like you guys are just like saltines.
Right.
Your music, your
You're
style,
fine.
your food. Yeah, you're just. Meh.
I wouldn't order you at a restaurant, but if
Yeah.
it
But
came,
if it came next to my soup, I would, crush you up and put it in it. I guess. I don't know.
I talked earlier about the going to the museum and the Hokusai exhibit. I learned there through his paintings that Japanese women back in the day, once you were married and with child, I believe, and had a child, your eyebrows were shaved off your head, and then when you went in public, you had to paint your teeth black. They were
Like
just
no one's fucking you.
No one's fucking you. You got shit to do with the house.
Paint your teeth black.
Yeah, I think this is like the 1800s in Japan.
That's so funny though because like I don't know. Maybe it's just like a cultural. I don't know. It's like you find me a chick who has like a fat ass and a dope body, and you paint your teeth black and you have no eyebrows. I don't give a fuck.
I was gonna say you fucking just described a woman like Kanye West is gonna be married to by the year's end.
I hate those two, by the way. That last picture of them where she was in like a weird Lady Gaga like bubble, and he was in like shoulder pads and like spandex. I was like, what the fuck is going on? This is your king. But yeah, like you find me a really hot chick and her teeth are black because they're painted. And she's like, yeah, I also lost my eyebrows. I'm like, I don't even have eyebrows myself. By the way, I'm thinking about for content, dyeing my eyebrows or whatever they do.
Yeah.
I think that would be funny. Because
For
for me, yeah. I think in person it looks okay. I think.
Yeah.
Pictures, I got no eyebrows.
Really?
I mean, if there's a little bit of sunlight and I take a picture, especially if I've had a little bit of sun, no eyebrows. I look like Charlie Villanueva, bro. And every comment. Where's your eyebrows? Where'd your eyebrows go? Where'd your eyebrows go? So I think it would be funny if what do they like brush it or something? Like they brush it and dye? Or is it like makeup?
Is that bladed or is it dyed? Is that different?
I got the same issue. Just mustache dye that you like kind of trim on. You just get that, put it over.
You have the eyebrow thing?
Really bad.
You have dark Italian.
No, it gets crazy. It's crazy.
In the summer? Yeah. Mine are like nothing.
That was the most
So,
Italian thing Pabs has ever said. It's like, I gotta say, problem. Little dye job.
little bear. There you know. They're good to go.
I gotta take care.
So you do that like one time and it lasts for a long time, or it's like a permanent
I thought
thing?
you were talking about bleaching them, but you're. But
No, I'm
just
talking about the
dyeing them
opposite. I'm talking about making them, like,
you don't
dark.
look at- It's like a hair dye, pretty much. Like, it won't last forever.
But it lasts for like weeks, or like it's like days.
I don't actually know. I've never. That's Pat.
Also,
He's been around than I do.
and you just match it to like you pick out like a color like on the wall. You're like, all right, dark, a little bit less dark, a little bit. Because I don't even know what color I would pick, but that would be funny.
I'll figure out a color.
Yeah, I think that'll be funny to have. Like KFC gets eyebrows for the summer. Last voicemail. What do we got?
What's up, gentlemen, and everybody else? Quick aside before I get to my question. I live in Colorado now, so I did go to the Denver show last year. It was awesome, super fun time.
Hell yeah.
I brought my Polaroid because I had this idea that I was going to get a picture with Kevin in Feits afterwards, a Polaroid. Got in line, and approximately 4 minutes later, remembered, I don't wait in lines. I don't wait in lines for anything. I don't want to wait in line for the elevator.
That's true.
I'm not going to stand in line for an hour with a bunch of goons just to tell you two how cool you are. So got out of that line real quick. But then I did run into Jackie and Pabs. Got a sweet Polaroid with those guys.
Oh, cool.
And it was great. Good times. Anyways, here's the question. So, fights. I agree. Games are too short. The MLB overcorrected. I just got back to Colorado today from LA. I went to go see the Red Sox play the Angels. The game was 2 hours and 5 minutes. I flew cross country for the game, 2 hours, 5 minutes.
Well, that's also
the
long
next
to you.
night the
Come
game
on.
was even shorter. So
This
my
girl must have
question
sex with
being,
Carabas.
what are the new rules that you like? What do you think can go away? I think batter's clock is redundant. We don't need it. Pitch clock solves the problem. No one's going to be stepping out of the box doing Nomar level hand jives with the batters or with the pitch clock going. Truly egregious is the man on second for extra innings. We're putting a man in scoring position for extra innings. This is not Little League. This is the
Listen, girl, I'm all for anything ending the fucking extra innings as fast as we can. So, what? But I like the question though. What do you think are forget about just sports, like new rules that we have in place that you're like, I don't know about that. Like, is there?
Well, this actually, we had on the bracket last week. We did fucking citizenship fouls, and
Which one? What?
fouls, like things that
Okay.
like should revoke citizenship for, and
Okay.
and all kinds of stuff.
Sounds like a specific one.
One was one that people got upset with. Well, one was which, like I forget what it was. We were just talking about driving as a whole, and I was like, I don't use my blinker at like 4-way stops in the suburbs. I just don't. Like I was like, when I'm driving recklessly on the highway, I don't either. But when I'm just driving,
I don't fucking ever.
But I was like, you should never be so on my ass
That you
like
need
where
to-
I'm going matters.
Totally.
Like, if I'm
Yeah,
taking
that's
a
on
left,
you, bro.
like, I might
Yeah.
hit you from behind. Fucking wait 2 seconds.
Totally.
And,
Yeah. The only time I need it is when I'm like merging in like traffic almost, and I'm like, I'm letting you know I gotta get over.
Yeah,
'cause of
when I'm
whatever.
cutting you.
Yeah, when I'm being an asshole. Yeah.
But the another one we talked about a lot was tipping, and
The over tipping culture we've gone through.
yeah, and it's a whisper. It had been a whisper where it's like, this is getting fucking ridiculous. Now it's a
roar.
I wouldn't say quite a roar.
I mean,
but
it's we're there.
It's
right?
up
We're
there. It's
Yeah.
up there. But I think this tweet actually went fairly viral. Because it's just, it can't be true. So the New York Post did an article last night. Yeah, it's got 2 million views, so I think that's pretty close to viral. Here's why Americans are getting tired of tipping.
So the headline, I didn't see the article.
So like I read the article, and I quote tweeted. I was like, this number can't be real. 65% of sit-down diners always tip. That can't be true.
Meaning it's too high or too low?
Way too low.
Oh, I agree. Yeah.
Like-
I would have said it's like almost 90.
I said
Like there are 35% of people who don't tip at all.
It says they will always tip. So I'm guessing maybe it was a misleading question where it was like,
Have you
if
ever
they
not
smack you in
tipped?
the fucking
Yeah,
mouth,
yeah,
like,
yeah,
will you
yeah.
tip? And you're like, no.
Right. That doesn't count as always.
Right.
Yeah. Because I mean, I would think I don't know anybody
I've never met someone
who does.
I've
like,
dined with people of all
old, young, all
like,
races, all
everywhere,
everything.
the whole
yeah.
country. I travel. Like I've dined all over the place. I've never seen someone be like, I'm not tipping.
And I think I'm trying to think of if I've ever encountered it. I can't think of it specifically, but I feel like it's probably happened, and it was like egregiously bad service or something. It was never just like I didn't like the food and it took a little long, so I'm not tipping. It was like you spit on my girlfriend's face or something. Like I had to. That's crazy.
I will publicly bitch about tipping in the moment. I will
tipping
tip every time.
Is not
but
service based to me. I'll always tip that. It's the like when I swipe my card at CVS and it's like tip 20% or something. I'm like, what the fuck is this about?
I told this story. I went to, it was when I went to go see Blackberry. I was at, I would grab some soft serve ice cream beforehand because I was like killing time in like a plaza in Hingham, Mass, which I told you was like because I drove all the way up there.
Yeah.
And it was like, I was like, this fucking sucks.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting to watch it. It's on.
Oh yeah. And watch tonight. It's really good. But so I go and I could not possibly have done this more alone.
Mm-hmm.
Like I walk into the self-serve place, I get my cup.
You do that whole night alone, right? You were like driving along.
Yeah. But I filled it up with ice cream myself.
Oh, and then you saw the tip.
I did all the scoops myself. I weighed it myself, and then they fucking paid it. And the options were 25, 30, 32 or something like that. Or maybe 25,
nuts.
28, 30.
That's the other thing, the
whatever it was.
percentage thing. It's like I came from a world of a cab driver got like $2 because I drove like $8, $7, $10. Now that's become a percentage thing where, if you take a decent trip, all of a sudden it's like a $10 tip.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? And same thing with like bar tabs. Like if you pay like at the end of the night, I do 20%. But like if I just get rounds, it's always like you keep $2, you keep $3, you keep $1, whatever, however the math like works out. But everybody all of a sudden just became 20, 25%, or it's like, wait, what?
Your boss should pay you.
Yeah,
Like,
right,
it is.
right. And actually sometimes the other way too, where it's like, 25%, 20% of this is like 72 cents because it's like I'm getting one thing delivered or whatever. I'm like, well, now you're kind of fucking yourself.
Yeah.
Because I probably would have like left you 100% tip because I don't want to be too low. But it's just that and the charities. Do you want to round up for like St. Jude's? I'm like, this is a scam. This is absolutely not going to some fucking children's hospital.
That went viral on TikTok. It's not that they're donating what you gave them. It's that they're already going to donate that money, and your rounding up takes away from what they have to pay.
Fuck that. Yeah.
Really?
So fuck them. I never clicked that.
Never done that. Yeah.
That's crazy. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would say the rules have to go the tipping.
Yeah,
Tipping is
it's a good one.
insane. When I was just I've always like heard and been told you don't tip in Europe, you don't tip in Europe, you don't tip in Europe.
Yeah.
And I've always been like, that's fucked up. You guys are scumbags. Tip them,
Yeah.
right? And I was taking a bike tour and we gave the guy like 20 euros or whatever afterwards, and he was like, "This is very nice, very much appreciative, generous, yada yada yada." He's like, "But don't." He's like, never feel like you have to. And I've heard all this before.
Yeah.
But he said it in a way where I was like, oh. Because he just goes, if you have a job here, you can afford to live.
Yeah,
and
so
I was
you're
like,
we don't need.
I was like, I've never. It's like
Must be nice.
I've heard living wage said so many times that
Yeah.
that's kind of just white noise to me.
Yeah.
Which is like, if you are employed,
You're
you
good.
can live.
Yeah.
You're all set. And I was like, oh, I guess that's a pretty cool thing.
It is wild. Like I don't know. I honestly sometimes even with the guys here, I'm like, I don't know how you do it in New York City.
Yeah.
It's fucking nuts. It's fucking crazy. But we have air conditioning. All right, Joe DeRosa on KFC Radio. Let's talk to him.
Wait, by the way, before we leave the cameras rolling real quick, this might not go in, but I just scrolling my Twitter. I forgot. I wanted to show you the White Sox Dave thing.
Oh yeah.
Dude. I can't believe you haven't seen this.
No, I didn't.
It is. So this is like me and Dana are just dancing on the other side of this.
Have you ever seen Handed Gilmore?
Yeah.
You know that scene where the caddy comes up to him and he's like, just don't let me say anything stupid.
Okay, we'll do.
Got a nice little wait. All right, we're live. Dozen championship night, intermission show number 2. Coming up is the championship.
That is very fucking funny. That is very good.
Wait, hold on. While we're on that, eating 10 apples in a row?
Oh yeah, wait a minute.
Yeah, we have to do this.
Wait. Okay, brother. Sorry, Jackie. I had a conversation with our buddy, our friend Carly Aquilino, because she commented something funny on your post, like
She said, "I worry about you endlessly."
endless. Yeah. So I sent her a screenshot of that because right underneath mine, under her comment was my comment where I said, "Oh, that's too many apples," and I just said the man ate a bag of apples, and she said, "Kevin, I say this with peace and love. After the slop bucket, I really started worrying. but eating a bag of apples, is he a horse?" And then she said, "I want to be his chaperone 24/7." But like, first of all, just her knowing, like, is so funny that she's like keeping an eye on the show and just that she knows about your slop bucket, and to be like that girl was like at home like, "Oh, John, it's a slop bucket," like,
John.
and then like a few weeks later, she's like, "A bag of apples." Like, is he a horse? Like, bro, out of all of your food habits, and I'll call them accomplishments. Some might call them low points. I'll call them high points. The sleep eating, the what do you call the chicken? The chicken hand or the fist of chicken or whatever.
Palm of chicken.
Your palm of chicken. All of it. 10 apple cores just lined up in front of you like heads on a spike. Like you were almost trying to scare off other apples. And and also the bag. Like a bag of apples is crazy. That might be your craziest. Were people like watching you, like just running through them, like throwing cores down and grabbing another one?
The best was like this was like I obviously like made it content a bit because I posted it, but like this was just like an internal thing. Like it was like I was up in a balcony with.
What does that? Wait. What the fuck does that mean? The man ate a bag of 10 apples and he goes, "It was just an internal thing."
Kevin,
what the fuck does that
Kevin,
mean?
he was
just,
doing
like, the
intermission shows, not talking about it.
Like I like everyone else up there with me like didn't know what was happening. Like it wasn't like, "Guys, I'm gonna crunch all these apples." It was just like, so we were in the green room and there were a bunch of pizzas and bowls of candy and all kinds of stuff. And it was just funny to see this bag of apples sitting there,
no love, like,
untouched.
Were they red or green?
Red. Okay. And like I was like, this is fucking ridiculous. Like it's funny that they got the apples. They thought
Funny
someone would
to be
touch them.
ignored,
It's
yeah.
funny watching them sit here in this graveyard of carbs and,
Yeah.
and sugar that like they're just there like a fucking oasis. And I was like, I'm just gonna take them and just gonna eat them all. and so I go up to my fucking. We had like where the halftime show was shot, and we watched the whole
Little balcony or
whole
some
trivia
shit.
tournament. Yeah, like a little overhang
Yeah.
at a theater, and I just sat down and started eating apples.
How long did it take you to eat 10 apples?
I did. Well, I suck at math, obviously. So I was like, if I eat 2 per show, I'm all good. About halfway through, I realized there were 3 shows. That's 6. That's not 10.
Yeah.
And
So
I
you
was
had to
like,
start eating
so
faster?
I had to whack 4. So I realized that I was on pace. I realized after the second show I was on pace to eat 6, and I was like, uh-oh. So I had to whack 2 real quick, and then I had to whack
One more per show.
4
Yeah.
in the
One
in
extra.
the finals.
Yeah.
And And at that point, it
So are
started.
you like
During the finals, I was going pretty good click. And
people are not hearing, just like,
not until Roan came upstairs because he was in it.
and you're
once
leaving
they-
them all out, or was that just for the picture?
No, they weren't as neatly lined up, but they were in front of me. And Roan came upstairs after they got eliminated, and it was the first thing he noticed. And he was like, "What the fuck is this?" And I was like, I'm just eating a bunch of apples.
I mean, it is what it looks like, buddy.
Yeah, like,
I'm eating a bunch of
I don't know what he's gonna tell you here. and then
Why don't you take a guess, Adam? I don't know. It's a man eating a bunch of apples.
and then like he was like, he started taking like pictures and videos of me, and then like 5 minutes later, Dana looked over. He goes, "What the fuck?" like no one noticed. So I was like 7 or 8 apples deep. And then
Did it like
and then
affect you?
and then Chief was like, "What the hell's going on over there?" He had like a phone up like that. And it was just like I just thought it was funny, and I just did it. It was just,
I mean, it is. It's amazing.
like
Did your stomach hurt afterwards?
No, I was very full.
A lot of people were like, "Oh, he's gonna like shit himself." I'm like, I don't know. Do apples do that to you? I don't know because no one's ever had more than like one apple in a sitting.
In their lifetime,
Like,
dude,
like what? How, I don't think anybody has ever had like 2 apples.
I genuinely don't think in my life I don't think I've eaten 10 apples to the core like that. Like not like in that fashion. Like I'm sure like sliced apples.
Sure,
and all
you
that
add
stuff.
it all up, but just
like
like
I don't think I don't
ate,
think.
and you have the little like little curvy thing, and you just throw it
Go
away.
from a week ago
10,
and
yeah,
take
I don't-
34 years. I don't think I got 10 cores in my.
That-
like,
that-
I don't think I got a body count of 10.
Maybe I'm floating right around there, but yeah, it's certainly
like,
not like
your parents would hand you an apple, you eat a few bites.
take a
you'd
few
like,
bites. Yeah, to be
like-
like I'm done with this whole fucking thing.
I don't think I fucking.
I don't think so either. But I can absolutely say this: if I ever ate one to the core, not even one iota of me said, "I need another one right now."
Now, to be fair, they were pretty good apples.
No
and I don't
one
even
has
like apples.
ever said, like, "Oh, you got a bucket of
I
apples."
don't care for apples at all. I didn't enjoy a second of it. Like it wasn't even like once I got full, I was like, "This is getting tough." First bite,
Everybody,
I was like,
I can't even fathom. Nobody has ever said like, "Yo, you got a new bucket of apples? Like, give me 2." Or like, I finished one and I just need more apple. An apple serving size is the absolute maximum amount of apple, and you blew through that times 10. That is fucking wacky, man. You
was
are
funny.
one of a goddamn kind.
Just it was a personal challenge. I was like, "I'm gonna eat all
But
these
like
apples."
if you ate 10 bananas,
I felt bad about getting
Okay.
flown out there for 10 minutes. I was like, I don't want these apples to go to waste too. Have this on my budget conscience.
I think out of all the fruit, like if you ate 10 bananas, I could be like, I don't know, that whatever, that's a thing. 10 apples is like the hardness of it, like all of it.
Sore teeth.
Yeah, sore teeth, and even if you have like the red ones are still a little bit sour. It's just that sometimes they're mealy and acidic. It's just like this is madness.
Yeah.
dude. Madness.
They were crisp. I'll give them that. They were crisp. Like they got
Gotta
a good,
be. Oh my
good-
god,
good
they're
chunk-
mealy.
good-
Ugh, forget about it. All right, let's end this fiasco.
I live alone though too, so like drinking at home is not a hard thing for me to avoid. You know, like it's not that fun.
But you'll
So-
still go out and fucking throw them back like 20 drinks.
I'm single, so it's like
Yeah.
it's kind of hard not to. Like 'cause
Right.
it's like
Are you on the apps? Dating
fuck
apps?
no,
Yeah.
dude. I don't need that bullshit.
These bitches just come to me.
That's
as
not what I
it
meant.
is.
That's not what I said.
Yeah, no, that's.
But I know how to
Joe
have
quote
a
'em,
conversation.
These bitches flock to me.
No, I just I live in New York. You meet people left and right, and you know how I know how to have a fucking conversation.
You go up to women at a bar? Are you a goddamn predator?
I don't
you
need
get thrown
to.
in jail for that.
No. I don't need to approach anybody.
Oh, once
These
again,
bitches come to me. No, I don't mean it like that. I just mean like
friend of a friend. You go to a party, get
dude.
introduced.
I'm a stand-up
Next thing you know,
comic.
you're inside them.
I do stand-up comedy. I own a bar. I work in entertainment. I podcast. You know, it's you meet people.
Pussy. I
I'm
make
just saying,
sandwiches. Pussy.
There's no shortage of opportunities to meet other human beings. Is my point.
That's why
So,
I've always said, because everything is work with us. Where it's like, where'd you meet that person? We're like, that person. I'm like, I'm at work, and then
and then also too, you have, like you said, you have friends of friends. Also too, you have your hangouts. You have places like I live on the Lower East Side. I have places that I go to, and you go and you meet people, and you know, like
And
it's
they
like
fuck you. They just like, oh my god, you're Joe DeRosa. I want to suck your dick. it's just how it goes for this guy. Some guys they got it like
trying
that.
to get me canceled.
I'm just trying to get you laid more,
I
bro.
mean, but you know, dude, like the apps. Look, I say fuck no like that, not because I'm like, I'm a player. I don't mean it like that. Those things are so fucking bad for you. It's unbelievable. It's like
People
looking
go
at
on, like,
fucking
8
TikTok.
days a week, 8 dates a week. It's like, what the fuck
They
is
do,
wrong with
dude.
them?
I can't think of anything. No offense to anybody in the room on the apps. I know we got some young people, but I can't think of anything worse for you than reducing yourself and reducing somebody else to a series of bullet points. And I don't care how much people think it hastens a process. I don't care how much people think it cuts bullshit out of the all of that stuff is part of life, and it's part of what a human connection is made out of. You can connect to a human being that you never in a million years thought on paper you could ever have a connection with. Those apps will alleviate the opportunity for that.
some processes shouldn't be hastened. Where like particularly the person you're going to spend most of your time with.
Also, do you want to appreciate something? Do you want to appreciate a person that you are with? Well, you know, you got to go through some trial and error. That's what creates appreciation.
I also
think
like
most
the idea of seeing someone. You could read the bullet points and be like, yeah, they're good. But you see someone, how they like behave at a bar, and how they order a drink, how they're with their friends. You know, you can get much more of a vibe off of someone that
Not
way
to mention,
than
too,
answering, what's my favorite movie, you know?
Not to mention, too, think about the mental damage it's doing to people, that the amount of people, male and female, that are misrepresenting themselves on these apps, that are lying about how they look, that are filtering their photos, all this stuff. You hit 3-4 of those in a row. Think about what that does to your trust of other people and what your assumption of what another person's intentions may or may not be. It's bad for you.
Yeah.
It's fucking bad for you. And look, if you live in the middle of, we're losing the audience. If you live in the middle of bumfuck Idaho or something like that, and you're like, hey man, you know, what do you want from me? There's not a lot of opportunities out here to meet people. I'm certainly not gonna, you know, I'm not gonna pick up on people at the Bonefish Grill or whatever chain you live near. That to me is a little more understandable. But people doing this that live in New York City, or Los Angeles, or they love it in LA. Are you on Raya? No, moron. Get away from me.
Raya is the one too where it's like it's almost like with Twitter when like the minor league baseball player everyone got a check mark.
Yeah.
Like Raya was the exclusive thing, and it's like,
used to have to be famous.
the guy who DJs at the Irish pub is on Raya. How the fuck did that?
I mean,
happen?
it's just like. You know, you live in a major city. Yeah. What are you doing, dude? Get out in your city. Like, experience your city. Go and meet people. Like, sorry, your life is not a fucking job interview, man. You can't just tick boxes. It takes time. It takes effort. If you think swiping your way into true love is the answer, you deserve to be alone for the rest of your life. And I stand on that.
Ending right there. Beautiful.